Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Crusader Kings multiplayer. Last session has been an interesting one to say the least, in the fact that Winslow ended up getting the throne, or at least the Empire title, and then promptly got evicted all the way over to Sicily here, I think. And I believe he had to switch on over to a different ruler to get back Switzerland. So he's no longer of his same dynasty. I think he's now the same dynasty as, Lord Walker. That is going to have some interesting parallels for how this may play out. But either way, I am slowly trying to grab what territory I can, especially now that Argius, who was the ruler of France, kind of holds the Empire title. Which kind of means I am free to do whatever the hell I want as far as conquering Aquitaine. And maybe there'll be some good conquest for me here. Slowly but surely. Although, I am watching if I am having more troops than Kitty here, and with her alliances, I kinda can't take her out anyway. At least that's the impression I'm getting. What kind of... Actually, let's see, 5,000, then another 7,000, is that it? So I got some alliances here, although I think one of them is the same alliances as Kitty, maybe? There's possibilities, but that's not really what I'm concerned with, if I'm completely honest. No boy, I don't want to know what's going on over here. I think that's a holy war I joined, is it? I don't honestly remember the specifics of this, but apparently I'm being dragged... Oh, that's the fight over here. So I'm wondering who these guys are on the left here. Oh, that's the holy war. Oh, war against tyranny, and I was called into that war. Alright, that makes a little more sense, as I think that may have been related... I honestly can't remember what prompted this, if I'm serious. I've finally been playing some Crusader Kings outside the stream in preparation for maybe the next big campaign we do, and hopefully I won't have to worry about being the underdog, or at least having a very small impact on the global scale of things. But it has been a nice treat regardless to just sit back and listen to the rambling, watch each other try and kill one another. Let's just hope I don't fall victim any further, kind of like with Fiji threatening to go to war to just take this one county, alas. Let's just hope I'm in the clear, especially now that we're getting some alliances, even if they are only temporary. And see what happens from here on out, provided the campaign continues to go on for another 2 sessions or so.
Yeah, I'm only 56 and I'm athletic. I'll probably live to like late
60,
60s.
75.
Yeah.
You won't live probably to 90 though. If you do, it'll be
No, guarantee I will not live to 90.
So wait, are we starting or?
If I hit 90, I will just kill myself.
if you hit 90, you'll only be 20 years apart from Stalin. Stalin lived to 112.
God damn.
Yeah, I know. I'm still amazed. It's like a world record.
Unpause.
Yeah, I think we're waiting for word on, was it Remark? Maybe?
He said go without him.
Yeah, he said go. Hit play. Stalin, do you still have the save file from that player?
I don't know.
Oh, Duke's holding the feast. All right, hell yeah.
Yep, you invite.
I didn't. That was the AI that started that.
He's modest. If you didn't know that, he's a very modest person. He won't take credit for the party. He'll let his wife take credit, so he gets some.
The one ultimate downside to playing my own campaign there in between sessions is I have absolutely no idea what my plan was or what I was doing there, especially for this fabricate hook scheme that I've been plotting. Do I need to get more children, more alliances? I can't honestly remember, and it sucks. A lot of the reason why I don't like playing out multiple campaigns at once, because it gets them all confused, and it definitely hurts when I want to try and do my proper stream. So let's deal with these wars and then get Kitty sorted.
I remember nothing I did last session.
What'd you do last session?
Who is this?
Tart.
I think that you were in the process of converting back to Christianity.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, I remember that. That's what
you
you
said you were going to start speaking Arabic because you said you were going to convince your people to speak German.
No, I already switched off of that.
Okay, let's check.
Oh wait, what? I can't do that? Damn it! What the hell?
He's Czechoslovakian.
Apparently, religious protection also means that I can't convert Tart's counties back to Catholicism without going to show.
Damn it, I need those mountaineer rules that you have.
Alright, that's that one war done. Let's move on forward, shall we? Okay, and I believe, yeah, I did a war for their title, I guess is what happened there. We'll get ourselves collected momentarily, because again, I'm kind of mostly a spectator in this campaign anyway. The best I could do is at least help Kitty by not getting overthrown, I suppose. And we have 12 months till peasants, so keep that in mind.
I have like 7 or 8 different random like heavy soldier units.
He has the super heavies.
I have like 5 different types of super heavies.
They're as strong as the ones in India. Let's, you know.
Your eyes are lying to you. He wouldn't do that.
Want me to take a picture?
Sir, I have exact.
I'll take a picture.
Okay, if you want, I can also take a picture. I have exactly 1 of them in my army.
Aha!
Oh, he's using them too. Okay.
Exactly
You're
a
back.
single one.
So Tart, what I need you to do, I need you to take a county of mine and convert it to your culture.
Aww.
So I can get your mountain people.
So everyone's just copying me now, I see.
Actually, I'm
sorry,
not copying
yeah,
you.
sorry,
I've been
no.
trying to get.
Wait, no. Whoever said
start
that.
of the game,
I did, sir. I got those troops about 65 years ago. No one said
Also,
a thing.
if you remember, Stalin and I came up with mountain realism that I needed from the start of the game, but I haven't been able to get it. I've been trying to convert people to Czech so that I can get those people, the tradition in my my country, but I can't.
Oh, I'm over my domain limit. Oh, that's because of the dang drunk card I just took. That's
Pretty good,
unfortunate.
though. You got 2 different types of heavy units.
Card, is house seniority actually good?
You lose it every other succession, and it always threatens to fracture your empire and game you over, but if you can deal with it, then yeah, it's pretty good. Partition is, seniority is leagues better, but...
No, Tart did not get elephants yet because he's not at India yet. And of course, it's still a bit of a process for him to become the Indian culture anyway, but he doesn't have them yet. He has the other men-at-arms, apparently. He has whatever the hell you pronounce here. And then he has chassels, which I don't know which culture they're from.
Was it you the one that changed their capital from a 36 dev to a 16 dev? Someone was saying earlier that they switched their capital from a better capital to a worse capital.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not gonna be able to do anything there. How do I
Oh
fix
dang, look at that, the Pope granted me repentance. I'm not excommunicated anymore.
You just had to tug on his balls a little bit.
Sounds like he imprisoned him and forced him into it.
Nah, I would never do that.
Not for everyone to see. Actually, as much as I'm gonna need to keep an eye on this dang peasant revolt.
Sway
Oh, no,
went back
vanished.
to Tibetan as their court language.
Oh well, best I could probably do is siege the capital. They're mostly
Oh,
men at
that woman
arms.
now is my chancellor. Walker, did you change stuff in your culture?
No.
Well, I've never been able to have a woman as my chancellor.
We are good Saxon folk. We don't allow women to do stuff.
Well, there's a woman as my chancellor. I guess I have to change that.
Sadly, I'm gonna have to forfeit this because they're making their way to me.
I can't attempt suicide because I'm at an activity already.
You're too busy feasting to kill yourself.
What's on your list of things to do today?
Why are you trying to kill yourself? That's a sin.
I'm not trying, I'm just considering my options.
Once you click that, you die instantly. There's no asking, are you sure about this, right? It just dies.
The suicide, you rarely kill yourself when you try to commit suicide. If
I
anything,
know it
it's
doesn't
because
work.
it's so much
either.
worse.
Really, I've never failed at that.
Why not
I've
just
I've never succeeded.
Wow.
In fact, there's actually a running meme on the Reddit about how people like just never succeed committing suicide.
I didn't even know that was possible to fail that. I'm just too successful at everything.
Imagine you can't even successfully kill yourself.
Well, this is a complete disaster down here. And I can't remember, what's this war for? War against the tyranny, which doesn't mean much. I'm guessing they were a vassal. Oh, that's amusing. We killed them and they inherited it. Sadly, we're at war with them, so that doesn't help much. That was painful. That was very painful. It's a war that I have with my alliance there, pretty much. And even with equal numbers and what I thought was maybe a high ground vantage point, unless that was farms, we got our ass beat. I figured we would have had an advantage there of some sort. At least that wasn't my main army with my knights and everything and just fodder, but... Why are you going there? Okay, fine. That was not what I wanted there, to lose troops like that, but let's get the hell out. And I can't remember, do I have extra movement? I do have organized march, which hopefully will allow me to get the hell out.
Has to be competitive sometimes.
Okay, I see how it is.
No, it's like shit because you almost gained.
No, but on a real note, Winslow, he did speak about this previously, and
Yeah,
he's gonna make sure that your family and your inheritance switching back to your bloodline does not get interrupted by this. So you're just gonna lose Sicily, and that's tough shit. Fight for it. That's all I can say about that. But you're gonna keep your bloodline. You're gonna get back to your.
It's like an ant trying to
lineage.
fight an elephant. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you wanna hear what Walker did to me?
How about you come on over and defend him,
I mean,
Walker?
it took me 4 sessions.
Maestro, that was totally different.
No, that you were like shitting on me.
Hey, we weren't even at war. We were fighting the same guy, and I happened to walk into
Yeah,
it.
we were fighting the same guy, and his type white me, and my war like it was to be like 6 months war. It was like 4 years war.
It turned into like a 6-year war.
I nearly bankrupt of that account.
You started it. You were up to some janky dealings up
No,
there.
I'm not saying it. That was part of the game.
It was pretty funny though. It's worth it for the meat. You were pissed after that. You wouldn't talk to me for the rest of the
No,
session.
I was like, man, I was like breathing fire. It was like to kill an entire family.
You were very Von angry.
But
Everything worked out
the
pretty
rough,
nice, right?
the rough, it's not a good path.
Yeah, high blood pressure plagues my people.
Wait, who got excommunicated now?
We should be allies, Maestro.
What a Winslow's daughter is.
Did Laurelian crash, or did he just go offline for Steam for a second?
Did I? Am I in the game? Does anyone
like
see me not moving?
You're
Okay.
still in the game, I think.
That's probably maintenance.
Yeah.
To pay attention.
What about this option of introducing a new fashion at court? Is it good?
No, I don't remember what it does, but I remember it's not useful.
You can become the king of fashion.
I think it gives you like it gives you a chance to get a little bit of like, I guess, prestige and a little bit of vassal opinion.
I remember it was
and stress
expensive.
relief
Expensive too.
in exchange for a lot of money and some prestige. It just reduces stress, I think, if you get it correctly.
You need more money, Turret?
The spoils of war have been plentiful. And the war should be done in, like, a battle.
Alright then.
Hey, Kitty, you want to jump into another channel there so we can get you all sorted out?
Yeah, Heart's house words are just walrus.
Alright, I'll be in another channel just in case. Don't know if Kitty heard me or not. Probably an aesthetics thing, maybe. But let's see. We will see if Kitty joins me or not. If she actually heard me. Because the fact she's hoarding a bunch of gold and not using it probably is a concern. Should be using that and strengthening her realm. Dang woman. There you are, Kitty. Now why do you have all this gold and why aren't you giving it to me? Hope I can't hear you. You're muted or something there on microphone. I see the push to talk, or I see you laying up by...
Sorry, I was muted. I said because I'm trying to build up my counties, although I need to move this county, and I was over here trying to figure out how to move it again.
Oh, your capital? That's just easy. Select the city you want to go to, and by the name there with the coat of arms banner. There's 3 icons there, basically. There'll be a little pen and quill to rename it. There'll be probably a gray crown, which is like the county or duchy capital. And then there'll be a 3rd one to move your realm capital there. Unless it's your actual capital. There, now I won't take attrition damage, which is nice. Although we're going to have to see about dealing with these armies up top. And hopefully my main force can get over there and replenish a bit, as a bonus. But yes, what big scheme do you have there, if anything?
Well, pretty much I'm just building up my counties and trying to get more men.
Yep, that's fine, especially when you're at your domain limit. Definitely a lot of other things to consider, but that's probably the most important thing once you do hit your domain limit is just start building up your realm. And then of course be mindful of possible succession complications and ultimately working to minimize that. Which we'll have to practice as in their point. Especially for our other campaign that you're playing in Egypt. Not Egypt, but Africa.
I should move my capital to the place that has a special building, right? I know somebody was mentioning...
You can, but... You can, but only if you actually have a special building or a duchy building there, probably. Because the capital gives you a flat bonus, and if it gives you an increase to troops or income and something like that, it will stack with your capital bonus. But it doesn't really matter if you don't have it. Otherwise, it's no different than any other county you have that give you the same thing. Especially if they're already upgraded, which the realm you're probably moving to isn't really upgraded.
Because I don't know, they kept mentioning province, but that's not the place with the special building.
You don't have special building. They're referring to the duchy building. And the duchy building is in Arlis in province. And then otherwise, the other duchy building is the one I have in Leon.
Okay.
Which you'll notice there's a different building slot icon with a slightly different look around the corners of it. Alright, so sadly defeated. And that was just a Liberty War, so... I think. No, apparently they got overthrown entirely.
Okay, I did move my capital now.
Sadly, you can't murder him. That would have been fun. Just re-inherit the territory for her. Alright, trait diligent. Maybe now we can get on track, although I did lose a possible alliance for succession down here.
Right,
Fine.
I still can't build my duchy build, and it says it's about 5 years before the innovation is complete.
Well, that's for one of them anyway, so let me look at your innovations. Because you could probably build another one unless that's the one you want. Yeah, what is it, birch? That's that does give you extra structures anyway. It unlocks early medieval era military buildings. So that's only for the military one. You may be able to get access to some of the economical ones.
Yeah, you're right. I can do those, but
It's just a question if they're worth it. %. Let's see. Now I gotta remember, I have counties, I have claims, and we have whatever the hell this is. It's decent, though.
I don't think so. I would have rather went with a military one.
Well, you could wait until it unlocked then. You can cancel and wait in that case.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait on that.
So not all that exciting there. Now, what claim did I end up getting?
Other than that, my ruler is getting pretty old, but he's still in pretty decent health.
So was that worth getting?
And my heir is gonna be very young if he does die before he reaches age.
Okay, there we go. Alright, 2 trophies there, giving me grandeur and all that. It's something, I guess. Now I gotta figure out this dang domain limit. I shouldn't have taken Drunkard, I didn't think that through. Unless there's a way I can, well, I can't switch over to domain focus. I was kind of hoping to go over to increasing my health maybe. But that should do, yeah. I don't think I'm long for this world anyways. Otherwise, big thing is to keep plotting on alliances there, because I think you can renegotiate your alliance with Lord Walker. At least I'm able to negotiate an alliance because we have a family member currently married with him. At least with his family. So you should take a look at that and see. Alright, especially since we have downtime. Since that's another thing you're going to have to consider. I don't know if it actually says here because I'm not seeing a prompt on that Clover help guide that says I can get an alliance with him. So you're going to have to keep that in mind personally there. No, Typhus. You're somehow gonna live, but oh god, Typhus. And who's currently my wards? No one. Let's try and fix that. Although I have to wait until we get going again, just in case. And who can I get bribes from? A knight. The count, yeah, my chancellor, who I helped get a county, and then family member. I'm trying to remember what my plan is besides, of course, getting Aquitaine, at least trying to get more of Aquitaine. It's going to be a while because I need 8 more counties if I even want the kingdom, and of course, that relies on me breaking free from Kitty, and I don't know if Kitty notices how much territory she would lose. And besides, it would leave her a little more vulnerable, because I like the idea of us doubling our forces, and that helps a little bit, at least with matching everyone else. Although they got a ridiculous number of men-at-arms anyway. And I need to somehow get the money to actually pay for those kind of men-at-arms, while still upgrading my structures to keep up. Since there's a bit of a catch-22, I can upgrade my forces to be competitive, but then I lose out on infrastructure, or, well, hopefully, with Burgerman and Lord Walker at odds with each other, I should be able to continue to get away with more income. But I think that's still going to be a losing war with him having a lot more income, possibly still. Anyways, anything else you want to discuss quickly before I head to the main channel?
No, I'm fine.
Alright then. You continue scheming, and I'm not saying you should murder people, but if you ever feel bored and need something to do, you have my full endorsement. I'm clearly not saying you should murder people. Never.
Right. I'd never do that.
No, not indeed. Especially me, like you threatened a couple sessions back. You wouldn't murder me, right?
No, never.
I was a little bit worried that you were silent there for as long as you were. Fine, I'm leaving.
I did hear oil got cheaper again, so I'm sure we'll see those price reductions reflected at the pump.
Yeah, now it's like under $100 a barrel or something, but that won't happen.
We started at 7 o'clock and it's 8 o'clock and we haven't done anything.
Yeah,
Not true.
That's not true.
I killed my son.
I gave Walker back some of his things.
Lord Calmus looks like he's done.
Yeah, I got my
he just got
staging
in.
ground for my Indian attack.
Wait,
But
did you
India-
actually get land in India?
Oh my god, he took South Iran.
Oh my god. Wait, when did you get permission to do that?
When did you get permission to do that?
I
got permission.
I'm going to release this piece of land, but I did last session. I put in a request to get a few counties in India just to complete the joke, but then I also request on top of that just if I can temporarily occupy a piece of Iran, so I can actually have
That sounds pretty
diplomatic
sus.
distance, so I can actually declare war on India. I'm releasing all this land after I get my piece of India anyway. So sending it all back to the Emperor himself.
He's
All right,
making a
nobody
grab for
approve
power.
Nobody approve any more expansion rights. It's alright.
I thought Tar was a different religion. Aren't we going to holy war him?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have to wait for him to speak German and.
And yet the Emperor still allowed it.
Wait, I can't holy war him. What the fuck?
Why not?
Trust me.
Crown be well enough.
I have the plan. Because I'm going to just take a little bit of India.
Just a little
so
bit.
I can steal their culture, and that is my life's goal done.
Bring the elephants back to Europe.
You gotta
I'm
bring the
bringing
wood
elephants
steel.
to Europe.
Bring the super strong steel to Europe.
I'm bringing the elephants back to Europe.
And then he's gonna make a push for the throne. We gotta stop him now.
30. What is it? Let's see. 33. His is 33, 21, 26, 58. It's one better in toughness.
Alright, let's start grabbing another duchy for inheritance sake and hopefully be done with this. And that Or I'm not gonna live
Oh,
very
keeping
long
our
too.
BM box back. Thank you. I know just what to do with it.
Wait a minute, what's this claim here? Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Get them the duchy right away, even though it will no longer, it won't make me their vassal, or I won't have them as a vassal. Now I gotta figure out where all my armies are, so we can get them assembled and going. Although, at least I'll get the duchy there. It's just not going to be mine, it's the problem. So getting Aquitaine as the kingdom is going to be a little bit harder. Unless Kitty wants to grant it to me, maybe. I seriously doubt it, but it actually would be a lot simpler for Kitty if I stayed as her vassal anyway, to be completely honest. Because it's very easy for me to get into her wars if she does get dragged into one.
I'll be right back.
What?
The Khan is dead.
Oh, see, I told you the Mongolians were a myth.
No, Temujin-sama.
Genghis who?
He's just some up-and-coming wannabe, right?
No, he got 71,000 men. They just don't have the great Khan of Khans somehow.
They're just
I'm
falling
not really
apart.
sure what you guys are talking about.
The Mongols.
I told you, it's just a fairy tale,
If it
story
was a
you
fairy
tell
tale,
children.
They wouldn't be alive right now, Mr. Oath. Mr. Oath is smoking them berries and inhaling those mushrooms, I see.
Hey, they threatened. Everyone was saying how the Mongolians were going to invade Ukraine. I haven't heard anything of that just yet. Have you?
The Mongols. I think it was the Russians.
Oil hasn't been discovered yet.
That is also true.
Oh,
So they have to travel to us by foot. Five months there.
You guys hear about the Chad move Zelensky did?
Which one?
He threw a feast and invited the King of Poland and the King of Slovakia to his court in the middle of a war.
The king.
Yeah, King Zelensky. That wartime prestige wasn't enough for him.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I missed you.
He lies.
I know.
It was a Chad move because if Russia had sieged Kiev when they were all there, they could have captured 3 kings
Oh.
and forced a surrender of their countries.
Yeah.
The balls.
Hey, the Pope's my friend, guys. Or it's about to be.
Did you torture him? You must tell people you're my best friend. You must tell people.
Tell him that we were just play fighting there just earlier in the session.
It was just a little friendly squabble.
It wasn't a
guys
real
naked?
war.
I think they were naked when they were doing that. I think he's a sodomite secretly.
Remember, guys, we had to automatically surrender wars if we want to give territory to each other. I was just playing the game mechanics.
And I lied to Ukraine to protect them.
I heard Ukraine had bioweapons.
I'll look into it.
Invade it.
Not for clean.
I can get there in time.
We have investigated ourselves.
What's gonna suck is if I run into this 300 troops, I'm not actually gonna be able to make it here in time. That's okay. We're good. Just in time. Jeez, it's almost like it was planned. Although it's still saying I'm dropping an incredible amount of frames. It's telling me 25% of my frames is currently being lost. for the stream itself, but at least the local recording won't suffer. No! No! And that caused a truce, did it? Nope, it actually did. So you know what that means?
It was on, what was it, Sunday night? She went on Russian TV and held up that sign. Tuesday night, she's convicted in criminal court. That's like 2 days. That's efficiency. We don't get that kind of turnaround in America.
Should start that Judge Dredd system. That worked awesome.
America, we're like, we'll set the prelim 3.
When in doubt, do it again. Deja vu, anyone? Because that's basically what it was.
Yeah. Oh, there's a 10-day request. We have to get the prelim within 10 days. Good cause. Good cause to adjourn. We can go further than that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm mostly in like civil court with like guardianships and shit, and we had a trial that was delayed again today. That was supposed to happen in December, and now it's going to happen in May.
That's the nature of the beast.
Sorry.
You're not sorry. Don't lie to me.
Somehow, the Pope, as my friend, he has given me claim to Benevento. What the fuck?
It's awesome.
Alright, let's just do this again.
You just set up an anti-pope?
No, I'm not.
At least it helps with succession some. It's just a shame that it had to be on the...
My Archbishop.
Oh yeah, and I'm high on stress. Need to figure that out somehow. Now let's see if we can somehow upgrade, which I don't know how easy that would be.
Whoa.
Long live the new king of Remark again.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get 20 new artifact claims. That's nice.
Who let this happen? After he gave the country to Winslow. And ruined it.
I'm still elector. Hell yeah.
AI Emperor always says no to expanding outwards.
Or is it AI?
At the moment. I'm not
Does
an
that mean
elector.
Wait, does that mean my Imperial writ of... Do I still have my Imperial writ from the previous Lord then?
Nope.
Ah. Have my claim and everything ready. I'm guessing it's an AI on the throne?
Correct.
Ah.
I mean, if you negotiated with Kramer and Kramer typed something in chat, like, I feel like that would be acceptable in this unique situation.
Walker, vote for Herman.
Mm.
Look past.
He's still alive?
He's the enemy of all Germans.
Can we just convince him? Like, there should be something where you capture somebody and you force them to convert to another culture. Like, you become the real German.
Imagine having, dude, spindly and beautiful. Oh my god.
What are you, a spider?
Like a spider with makeup on it.
Herman has like the most storied lifetime of all of us, and he's an AI.
We should all
You made him
aspire to
that
be.
way?
We should all aspire to be like Herman.
All the traits he has.
Look at all the traits I have.
You trained him well, Walker.
Greater Luxembourg. Oh my god.
unfortunately, there goes my chances of gaining Aquitaine, although it was kind of unrealistic to get that within one lifetime while Argius was the king or emperor. But at least we got some territory, maybe. Although most of it was Kitty's territory, to be fair. Now, what can we do about this here? Because I would like to get them back on the throne, but killing them is unlikely here. Learns of my murder scheme. I honestly can't remember who did I murder. Oh, I murdered some random person I don't even remember. If I'm completely honest. It shouldn't be Argius' character, because I'm pretty certain that was male. I think. I think so anyway. And I think that was a previous ruler anyway, if it was at all. Alright. Let me petition my liege for money. Oh yeah, and I gotta remember to build temples and all that too. I should be trying to do that. I knew I was missing something, and that's pretty important to do. There, that's gonna get building. Especially if I have I have some traits here, so that's gonna build faster and is slightly cheaper, alright. I got probably the best I realistically could get. Yeah, do I try build one more? I think I do. Just honestly a question of where would be good. Because they're already being built, so I can't deal with that.
Walker, how much damage does your house guard do?
Oh.
He didn't look.
You guys want to hear my mixed drink recipe?
Sure.
Alright. So 2 shots of Everclear. A little bit of cherry juice. And then the rest of the cup should be filled with water.
He will.
Is the cup a double shot glass?
He will not spar with me.
The cup is like a big pizza place plastic cup.
White ball.
Yay! I have successfully taken money from Kitty, since she's not putting it to use. So I should probably do that in her stead, right?
Yeah. What's cooking? May just ask if someone may look at my new nickname I've procured.
Where?
Oh God.
Okay.
The spawn of Satan.
Satan himself.
Lustful, impatient, arrogant. Oh, this guy sounds like fun.
I think everyone should agree at this point that we need to somehow stop Tart.
He's not hurting nobody.
He is the spawn of Satan. Are you heretic?
He's wavering from the Catholic way.
He's sweaty.
Satan was an angel.
So we have to give him. You have until the end of next session to convert to German, convert your Catholic, convert to your Czech.
The truth is, no emperor at the moment.
I am South
Emperor
Africa.
has been strong enough to do anything.
It's emperors are puppets from because they let Tart do anything here and everybody.
The Catholics don't even own Jerusalem.
Yeah, so that's what we need to change.
Oh yeah, we do have to.
The Walrusites own. Oh no.
Yeah, we can. Hold
Tard,
on to that.
this is your chance. I've been in Jerusalem.
Every other session, we remember that happened, but we don't do anything about it.
Yeah, you guys have said that every session.
Let's actually do it this time. Somebody call something.
You can call.
How do we call?
Okay, why is France gone? What happened to France?
France is there.
What
It's just
France?
a different name.
Yeah, what France?
That's not France.
It's Revolutionary Luxembourg.
No such thing as France.
It's
I don't know what
Revolutionary
you're talking about.
Luxembourg.
You gotta change your color to the gray then. And call it West Germany.
Yay, Remark's game, finally.
I wouldn't say that once you cross into Greater Luxembourg. Just don't mention the F word. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what this French thing you're talking about is.
So what do you think about me taking my
No, you
de
gotta
jure
change your
claim
flag.
in Navarra, Arcus?
No, it's not acceptable.
Navarra?
How is Navarra de jure of Italy?
Why are you asking Arcus?
Yeah, why are you asking me? That too.
How is the King of Sardinia, Corsica
because
independent?
What do you mean? Why am I? Because he
Oh,
owns it.
No, it's the AI is in charge.
Yeah, I'm not
It's-
emperor anymore. I
You have to
died.
accept no.
Uh,
Well, it must be a player, right?
You're the king
Navarra,
of Greater
Navarra is
Luxembourg, are you not?
forbidden from joining the Empire of Italy.
Sardinia was
Oh.
a player, right? 'Cause their dynasty name is Dickus.
Let me see.
Yes, boom.
That does belong to the Duchess of Aquitaine. She would be quite mad if I just let someone take it.
Well, I guess it should be met on the battlefield then.
Don't do this, Burger Man.
An expansionist.
Not expansionist, just
Franconia will be forced to join Greater Luxembourg as to not lose the prestige for disabandoning a defensive war with an ally.
join it and see what happens. Send your armies.
Seem to be it.
Burger Man almost has as many troops as you.
Who does?
I do.
I'll be right back.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
His are like infinitely better, Feej. He's been gaming.
He has been gaming.
It's not gaming, bro. Look at my territory.
I have almost 16.
Clearly, my cultures have converted into, hybrid culture.
Are we waiting
You
for
have,
someone?
you have like 3 counties in Africa, and that's enough to say you're not
No,
hybrid
do you
culture.
not click me and zoom out?
Oh wait, you do have a red Negra.
Countries
Okay.
in Africa, okay? Oh, desync.
Yep, someone's desyncing.
A bit more.
No, Remark.
This
That's
happened. This is exactly what happened to Calmus. He desynced the first time, and then he loaded back in. The month changed, and everything was good.
It's because Arcus touched something.
Nobody click anything. Nobody click anything.
Yeah,
Don't
no
click
one click
anything.
anything
Nobody
this
click
time.
anything. Nobody click. Nobody click. Nobody click.
I'm not.
It's probably already too late.
Last time it was too late. This time it's not.
One of you
Unless
was
Kitty's
probably
clicking, because Kitty's not.
Just
here.
in case anybody forgot, a new episode of Oak Island's on tonight.
God
Oh,
damn it!
sweet.
There it is.
Watch at the bottom of the well feed.
I would rather watch Gold Rush because Gold Rush is about gold. That's real treasure.
But Oak Island's about history now. Like something actually happened there. Like I don't
Do
I
they
don't
actually
care
have
about the
proof?
gold,
Are
and
you,
I
are you
hope
just
that it's
saying
not
this to get
pirate
me to
treasure.
watch it again, or are you just saying this that I'll watch
No,
it?
I really, they found a 15th century road. They carbon dated and like did tests on
Winslow, what are you
the
doing?
swamp.
Nothing.
You just got him started.
Swamp is man-made from the 1500s.
What about the
Ooh,
Templars?
Why would someone make a swamp?
Templars would be cool.
There is a story that the Templars went to the New World, hid the treasure from the kings because it was too great of a treasure.
It's the
and
Templar
then-
treasure. It's got to be the Templar treasure.
and then
No, but they found a lot of like British military stuff.
Someone
But, like,
heard this story, and then they wrote a script and they gave it to Nicolas Cage. Okay,
Ark of the Covenant
and
in
Nicolas
there? That'd be
Cage made a
sweet.
movie called National Treasure. Okay, and then to hide the treasure from the
that
public,
movie was
they said
basically
it-
a documentary.
Yeah, it is true. It is true.
I think the real answer is that people just buried random shit on Oak Island, and now they're digging it up and they're like, oh wow, what?
Well, no, they found large amounts of infrastructure. So I'm thinking one Viking colony that they discovered, or 2, the Templars, or somebody fleeing, or some early colonist colony that we lost, or a military
Did you
outpost
say a
or something.
lichen colony?
Maybe it was the Dutch.
Did you guys hear about South America? They have an infrared satellite now, and they infrared the jungle, and they found the lost empire of the Aztecs.
The
Like, it's
continent
just-
has the satellite?
No, infrared satellite.
You said South America has it.
Nobody's clicking
No,
anything,
it's-
right?
it's not-
Nobody.
No,
No
no.
clicking.
All's good
No
here.
clicking.
I see you.
Someone with an infrared satellite.
I see you, feed. Stop clicking.
You noticed
I'm
that
in the
Aztecs
multiplayer
are
lobby.
from
I can't be clicking.
Central America, right? Aztecs are from Central America, as mine.
Where's
What we
El
have
Dorado?
in South America are the Incas.
Yeah, take a
We
class
gotta
on
find.
that.
Gotta find El Dorado first.
I think El Dorado's covered in dirt, and that's why you
And
can't
the
see it.
and the Fountain of Youth.
I think the Fountain of Youth is in the Caribbean.
No, that's the Bermuda Triangle.
No, that the difference between a cup and a scientifically proven area of the world shaped like a perfect triangle where weird stuff happens. Okay, those are 2 different things. Also, I can't remember her name.
What makes them perfect?
Someone found Amelia Earhart's hat in the ocean and part of her plane, and now people are trying to find that. I'm like, okay, whoop-de-doo.
Sexist. International Women's Month.
I don't think she
Nobody's
crashed.
clicking.
I think she
Don't
faked her
click.
death. I think she faked her death to get away from her abusive boyfriend.
Who's clicking?
Or
Is anyone
she was
clicking?
spying on the Japanese.
Ooh, I heard that one. I never really put faith in that, but maybe you're right.
I don't know about you guys, but that event in Hoi 4, whenever she dies, it's terrible.
Nobody click
Kaiser
anything.
Otto.
Don't click anything. Who clicked?
Wait
Too
until
late.
the next month, but technically
The
it
King of
already is.
Switzerland demands you to be hung from the high rafts. And
The king of what?
die. King of Switzerland.
No.
Weird.
Oh shit.
No.
Well, we just spent an hour and a half starting a game that didn't start. Now we're gonna start again.
Wrong with you, Kramer?
I think the problem is with changing the name of France.
We should do a rehost maybe for Kramer.
Yeah.
I thought we already did rehost.
But I changed the name at the very beginning of the game, like when I
Hey,
was still
how do
Emperor.
your fans like this restarting?
I mean, to be quite honest, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's the problem or not, but I don't think we should have changed names.
I think we should rehost. Take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, is this where everybody saves the game? Save the game before you leave?
I saved the game. Now I'm
did?
ending the game.
Okay.
Pray I don't end it further.
And now we
I'm
kick.
back.
Alright, Key, we're just rehosting a server, it seems. Because someone was clicking while we were waiting for Remark to connect, so it was probably you, wasn't it?
Nope.
It was you, wasn't it? You're the only one here to not hear feed just please.
It was not me.
Sure. But anyways, we're rehosting.
I saw all the people leaving, so I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, but how are things coming down there at least? You got a pretty sizable man-at-arm count at least.
Rehost. We're rehosting.
Winslow, why would you put them in your ass?
It's a stupid name. It's the guy who found out about it, who did all the science shit. It's named after him. Be mad at him.
I didn't know there was someone else with Asperger's here.
I have Asperger's.
Are your parents?
Yeah,
both
so do I.
engineers?
I actually remember this conversation. You guys talked about it like the first time you guys ever met.
What is
Right,
that?
probably did.
issue?
They don't remember
care
that because they have Asperger's.
I hit my head so hard, I split my forehead open. My head started bleeding. I had to go to the emergency ICU, have surgery, and then my brain swelled. I lost form of my memory. I became good at math. I picked up languages pretty well.
I didn't know
and
you
then,
can get it that way. What?
This is like a superpower
I
story.
thought it was
Sounds like
genetic.
Yeah, Winslow's superpower's learning math.
I thought it was when two nerds have a baby, it becomes an Asperger's.
New game is up.
Look, your superpower is Asperger's.
So I remember there was. So I remember there
Asperger's
was
is -10 diplomacy, plus 10 stewardship.
Actually,
Stewardship.
I remember there was a
It's 'cause
story of.
math.
Sorry, I remember there's a
I think
story of
it's-
somewhere near me. Someone hit their head, completely forgot English, instantly picked up Portuguese.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I
you did
remember
it.
that. I heard that
Yeah,
story.
Crazy. Can we get
He-
off the subject of Bergs,
He
man?
became a language savant as well. He could learn any language after like one paragraph.
Should change
You
your name
speak
to
Portuguese?
Baron von
Look up
Augsburg.
bullshit on that. If you've never seen Mandarin before, you just see a block of Chinese. You're not gonna read that shit.
No, they have like it's actually true. I think I'm gonna look it up.
I went from a 4th grade math level to a high school senior level in math, but my reading and writing skills went back down to like 1st grade. When I graduated high school, I had a 10th grade equivalency to reading and writing, but my math was pre something college. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I can eat a whole Red Baron pizza in one sitting.
So
Shit,
can I.
that's crazy, dude.
4 cheese Red Baron pizza.
Pepperoni.
Holy shit.
That
That's
pepperoni
impressive.
extra greasy.
No, but a little Kaiser's pizza.
But I feel like I'm dying.
I cracked my head open when I was leaving a party once while I was visiting UVM, and the UVM campus is just one giant hill that's like a mile long. And I didn't realize that I thought I was just sweating, but it was blood dripping down my head the whole walk up. And then when I got back to the dorm, I just like blacked out. And but I'm fine.
I still have
It,
pieces
you know,
of
it can be very serious.
concrete in my forehead. I have pieces of concrete.
I know I can. I
Especially if you
it was
pass
dark.
out.
So it was fucking stupid because the basement, like they built the deck right into the basement doorway, and you step up 2 steps out of the basement, and there's just like a beam in the doorway, and I literally stepped up into this like pointed corner of a beam, and it cracked my head open, and then we just like kept walking, and when we got back to the dorm, I was just covered in blood.
Did they send you to
Now
the
you have
hospital?
Asperger's.
No, I didn't get any superpowers.
Power.
You sure about that?
Guys, it really sucks trying to talk to people. It's like becoming, it's just hard.
Is there any subject that you...
My whole
I don't know.
personality changed. I went from an outdoor person to an indoor. For 3 years, I didn't make friends. I didn't leave my house. Like it became.
I am your
Fuck,
friend.
do I have autism?
You consider me.
Yeah, where's my government autism money?
I actually get money from the government.
Wait, y'all are getting money?
What the fuck? I want money from the government.
Yeah, where's my money?
Wait, I should be getting money?
Hey, according to Winslow, you just need a hammer. A little bit of courage.
Not courage.
Don't go
man.
outside.
I fell like 8 feet directly into a sidewalk, where the sidewalk was crumbled. Like
Hammer's easier.
Okay, so all you need is a ladder and a little bit of courage.
I almost died. I don't see why this is a funny subject for you people.
Death is hilarious.
Death is depressing, and
I
when
feel
you
it.
die, you literally your body leaves your soul, and then it's just black.
With your body? Like your skeleton?
I speak from experience, do you?
Bro, I don't want to be black.
Again.
What?
No one said about becoming
Sorry,
black.
what?
You said your body leaves your soul and then you become black.
No, all you see is black. I
You
said
descend to the
see.
next level.
That was fuck.
Like when you die, like you just there's nothing. there.
Thomas, you GC'd?
Yeah, I asked if I'm loading in, but nobody said anything, so I thought I might have connected to the...
I just didn't hear you.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
shows
I
you.
didn't-
Yeah, we didn't hear you.
It shows you it's
Oh,
joining.
Yeah, I'm reloading again now. 'Cause
Pi
I-
says he's -10.
Yeah, I'm at negative 10% loading.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Yeah,
Flawless.
everyone's 0% loading. Even me, for some reason.
Art is leaving the internet. Minus 10%.
No, I am
It's loading.
active-
Just give it
sorry.
time.
I am actively corrupting the save by trying to load
God
in.
damn it. God damn it, Tart. You have
His computer's
ascended.
trying to trash.
You have ascended to a new
He's-
level of corruption.
Tarting it up.
Well, we're kind of used to that. We know what to expect with Tart.
Why does everything I touch become corrupted?
Because you switch to Walt Disney every time. This is the second or third time you've played that culture.
This is the first time I've played that culture.
Yeah, I don't think he's played this culture before.
I remember Walt Disney, and you've played Walt Disney, and that icon that you're using.
It was a
for that
religion. It was Tartism you're thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking Tartism. I made
Well,
Tartism.
it looks the same. It looks the same.
It probably is the same.
Whoa, whoa, they all look the same.
Just different. Just
They
a
all look like
reskin.
walruses.
All those cultures look alike to you, huh? Huh?
No, that culture and the one before. Okay.
Okay, I may have
I'm a
remade.
reincarnated character. I just don't have the reincarnated trait. Okay, and I remember.
I may have remade Walrisium 3 times this campaign.
So on my screen, everyone's at 0%. Is that?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's
I'm at
what I
negative-
see too.
Okay, on my
Who's
screen, I
0%?
think I've.
I think next time we should start 30 minutes early, just so that this doesn't happen.
I mean, I usually start 30 minutes early. But
Oh,
I would be here.
I was here 30 minutes early. Actually, I was an hour early almost. I was at 6:07 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
okay.
programming was 30
Kalmus
minutes.
and Stalin are still loading.
Says I'm in.
Everybody else is still, or
Did it send you guys
Maestro.
into the game, or are you still
Why is
what?
it telling me I can create my own character?
Yeah,
yeah. On my screen, I'm now negative 17%.
It won't let me select
How?
my ruler here.
Yeah, I think you just gotta wait for everybody to load in.
My
Yeah.
loading feature?
Yeah, you're at 86%.
So wait, why is everybody at 0%?
It's just how the game works. It's always like that.
Okay.
But it might be glitched because I hope it just is a loading, like everyone's just loading or something. But
Everybody's loading. I can see. Everybody's
I can't
in.
select my ruler either.
Yeah, I'm currently loading in reverse on my screen, but
Burgerman, it says your leader selected.
I am selected.
selected yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is my ruler selected?
Yes.
Is mine?
Everybody's got the ruler selected except for Kalmus and Maestro, who are still loading.
Okay. Well, I go back, and then I'm not my character. That's what I'm saying. And it doesn't show that I'm my character on my screen.
Same here.
Because it usually just throws me into being the character, but I had to like actually select it, and then it didn't select. It doesn't select.
Are you in now?
No.
Not here. Oh boy, more technical issues, it looks like, unfortunately. And right now, my OBS is basically saying I've dropped 40,000 frames, so hopefully... Well, it's been looking fine. I'm looking at my Twitch preview here now, and it seems like it's okay. Just these in-game complications that's happening. So I don't know what to make of all this crap.
No, somebody else.
Yeah, it was definitely your idea.
Should I select
Rabble
my
Rabble.
position?
I thought it was Burger's idea, but okay.
It was probably Burger.
So nobody can nobody can see their character.
I can see my character. It says if I there's a select button and everything. I just can't click select.
Yeah,
but I
exactly.
think when you start playing, it'll force us in. So don't worry about that. Wait till everyone's loaded.
I can select.
I'm pretty suspicious about this 0% on everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm not able to select my character as well.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've
someone
seen people load
playing-
in, and it's always 0% when they load in.
Is that
Just
is
only
everybody
Feast
playing
can
now?
see it for whatever reason.
We're unpaused and we're playing the game.
No.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah.
Is Boom okay? Is Boom's not in chat again?
All right, I exited. Everybody leave.
No.
I didn't get a
Host?
notification.
I'm gonna use the same save file though, so everybody should just load instantly.
Oh, that's. Wait, what?
Okay.
I'll
So
restart
we
the game.
leaving this safe and
Not likely to happen.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think it happens that way for CK3, unfortunately.
Why is not Zeke playing with us?
He has work one of the 2 days.
He told me he
I think
doesn't
it's
like
Thursday.
you.
How about Epic?
Aw.
Oh damn! It was my favorite.
Yeah, you didn't have to go
After
break his
all,
heart there.
Moderator, I'll bribe all of them. I'll give them all money.
I'll talk to him for you,
show up.
Maestro. I'll smooth things over.
I can't believe it's making everybody load again. I used the same save file.
What is my favorite after Remark?
I think it got corrupted
What?
because it was just an update. It was just
Why am I second to Remark? Remark's
Red
from
was my
nobody.
favorite.
You know what?
After Remark.
Alright, well, I'll be right back. I'll listen.
Wait, Feast left the game?
Yeah, he's rehosting again.
Yeah.
We'll see if we have any better luck this time.
Is the game up, Feast?
Yeah, I think you're the only one that's not in it.
I'm not. I restarted.
I didn't restart.
We'll see if Lord Walker's the chosen one then, with his restarting.
It doesn't take me 20 minutes, so I don't mind restarting.
True, yeah.
Solid state.
I gotta love solid state sometimes.
Heck yeah.
You know what else is a solid state? My stomach right now.
Aw, thought it was going to be erotic.
No, it's my
Apparently
Baron
not.
pizza going
gonna
full
grab-
nuclear.
food. I'm gonna grab my calzone.
So now we're at 41,000 drop frames is what it's telling me. I don't know what the heck is wrong with my OBS. I hope it's not a serious issue. Because I'm wondering where the drop frames are coming from. It's definitely not my hard drive, because my bitrate's like all over the place. Or at least it was. And it looks like it's finally fixed itself at least according to my OBS. Although, probably means nothing really changed as far as the viewing experience, but I still wonder what the hell happened. Either way, fingers crossed this works. Fingers crossed. Although, don't know how. I think I'm more waiting for Feige to load up than my own. Since normally, loading into the multiplayer doesn't take this long is what I'm thinking is happening. If I had to take a wild guess at least. So long as it works, that's all I can hope for, really. So we can continue on with this campaign, although I wonder what's left of this campaign. If I'm honest, there's not really a whole lot of conflict.
I'm back.
There could have been some.
Welcome back.
Oh, never mind. My OBS is going erratic again for some reason.
This is a little longer.
Yeah.
Peach theory. Prove wrong.
It's because Arcus changed his name and that screwed up everything.
Yeah.
Except then why wouldn't it have caused issues earlier in the game?
It did. We had to stop.
It's
Remember?
after Remark joined and he couldn't.
Yeah,
compute it.
it usually takes some months to happen.
Elvis and I just couldn't handle
Grim-
the sheer
Yeah.
awesomeness of Greater Luxembourg.
Yeah, he couldn't
Kramer was
comprehend.
having issues all night though.
But
He
no,
could have
but
just
it
brought
happened
us
to
down
me.
with him.
This happened before. Someone
That
changed the
is
name
an
of a
option
country.
to.
Yeah, it was me.
But it caused immediate
Yeah,
desyncs.
Maestro
Yeah, I
changed the name
don't
of his
think
country.
that because Kramer had joined or tried to join another server earlier in vanilla just to test whether or not he could join multiplayer, and it crashed.
That's
Yeah, and the issue
So
with
unless his name change is affecting the entirety of Paradox servers, which is possible.
That would be really cool. Honestly, at that point, I'd be less mad and more just like stoked about that.
all I know is when we did change the name, it wasn't paused and we didn't say beforehand, so it immediately
Changing the name
messed
might
things
affect
up.
the name, but not the flag. If you change the flag, that's fine, but not the name.
Finally changed screen. That means I'm in. There we go. Jeez, it says everyone's on 0% on it for me
Yep,
now.
it's happening again.
Oh, you know what this means? New campaign.
Kramer DC'd.
I
Already?
I'm hoping
Yeah.
it works without.
And yeah, I can't even select my character.
should we take a save from moments
Yeah, but
earlier?
what's the autosave, Feed?
This was the autosave. I have a manual save that I saved right before the autosave, though, that we could try.
We should be using that one.
Yeah, why?
This is the autosave on exit.
I'll just show me, Feej, and Winslow on my loading screen here.
I see like
It just depends
700
on when
people.
you join. If you joined, within the setup, there's only like 4 people in the lobby. It just shows the 4
Yeah.
people that were. in
How was
before.
Right now it shows
Okay.
everyone is 0%, but is anyone actually loading?
I'm
Feej?
in the game. I just can't
Feej.
select.
For as far as I can tell, everybody's loaded in except Maestro, who's at 71%.
Oh, just
Well, let's
wait.
see what happens when Maestro is done. If it
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen because we had everyone loaded in before in the last attempt.
that is also potentially true.
Need an Imperial Writ into Epirus.
I mean, we could just try that previous autosave.
That also might be a good idea.
Yeah, we probably should just start from where we started the session.
Oh, well, I don't want to do that.
Winslow, I think
Yeah.
you have some
Something
conflict of
happened.
interest.
Yeah, something happened. He doesn't want to divulge to us.
I could slide Feed to $50 if and maybe that will persuade him.
Mm.
Does he want $50?
Yeah,
Bribery.
Yeah, bribe him so that he can go
I'm
back
not
to
the
when he was
leader of the
emperor.
group. Lorelian's the leader. He could
Lorelian, would
easily
you like
take a
$50?
save, even if I just didn't show up.
Yeah,
Host it himself.
Winslow wants to go back to when he was emperor. Clearly,
The best
No
of
shit.
times.
Yeah, I gotta
No
do that.
shit.
I need to do that plan that we all agreed on by taking that duchy from someone.
You
What's
had
wrong
one
with
good
my
idea. You should have stick.
It wasn't my idea, remember? It wasn't my idea. Everyone just coursed me into starting the plan, but we didn't follow through with it. And then you actually made me emperor, and then I got pissed because I didn't want to be emperor. So then I said, screw your plan.
No. You were like trying some factionalism, and then you were saying, if I were emperor, you should do something about it, and then it happened.
and then he
Yeah, and
moved
then
to
I said
Sicily.
no. I took Sicily 100 years before I became emperor.
Yeah, it was a retirement resort for you, apparently, with what we've
Yeah,
seen.
whoa. It's my summer island. Switzerland is very cold.
Okay, it's 0.
Everything is 0.
Is it all loaded yet, Feej?
Well, now Kramer's loading in again.
Well, I don't think it's gonna work. I think we should just back out at this point.
Oh wait till Kramer finishes.
Well, that wasn't the theory we were trying.
Am I still in? Feesh?
If nobody can click on their character, the game's probably fucked.
I think if everyone's fully loaded, it might just.
We just did that.
But Kramer joined before he finished.
No, last.
Yeah, I believe everyone was loaded in the last
I
time
think
we
it'll
tried
work.
to
We just have
write.
to go back to the previous autosave.
Or did you try the manual save?
No, we're still in the load where we talked about this.
Yeah, we're in the
Initially.
autosave load, not the manual save load.
Whose idea was to
Kramer
load
will
the
be
game?
finished loading in about 45 seconds.
I think this is Winslow's conspiracy.
Hey, it's
Honestly,
coming true.
I think if everything doesn't work, I think it's the name change. I'm not gonna lie.
I told you. It's not a conspiracy. I've done my research, okay?
I mean,
It's
it
the
clearly
first
didn't
time-
work before.
We're good
So
It's the first time we tried to load since he changed the name.
Or maybe it was the Mongolians that ruined us after all. They are real.
I told you they're real. You know,
I didn't believe you.
I might have been a short reign emperor, but everything I said is coming true. I think I did a pretty good job.
You were short.
Oh my god, it would be amazing if it was the Mongolians that somehow ruined this campaign. Dang it. You were right all along, Winslow.
I think I was a prophet. I don't know.
Everyone with their characters.
I said
except
don't
you
change the name of your country. Don't say the Mongols are fake because they're coming. You know.
Remark, click your country.
Don't trust Burger Man. He's like sea nanners, okay? It's not just a saying; it's a way of life.
All right,
Don't
we're playing.
trust
Everybody's
Burger
playing,
Man.
right?
Hit it.
No.
No, nothing here.
Nothing.
Nothing on
The
my
game's
end.
the game's unpaused. I'm emperor now.
Oh wait.
I think this is proof.
On my screen, it only shows Feed just being in the game, like if I go player map mode.
Feed is just in single player in A67.
I'm still in the multiplayer lobby. It doesn't say anything.
I think this is Feege's grand plan to become emperor.
Alright, Peach, back to the, I guess,
2 saves ago.
like
Go back
6
2
months,
saves.
6
Wait.
months ago.
Everyone hit back out of the game. You get in, click around. Oh my god. Roll in.
Should we leave?
Roll in the game.
Oh, it just told me that Feege left. That's all I know. So we could play single player if we want.
This is all because of Arcus's vanity. Let's
If
all
I was
remember
still the
this.
emperor, none of this would be going on.
I'm not even the only one who changed their title.
Who else did it?
44 Railroad Tycoon Simulator.
Stalin.
Yeah, Stalin also
Stalin
changed
and
it.
Arcus. Let's publicly name them.
God damn it! I just, like no one noticed.
The
Name
vanity of the French
yeah, we're
concept.
name shaming
Oh
them.
wait, what's going on? What are we trying now?
We're the previous autosave.
We're gonna have to go all the way back to before the name change.
It's just 6 months before. If that doesn't work, then yeah, then I think that either the game's fucked or we'll vote on going back to the beginning of the session.
Nothing too noteworthy happened, did it?
The thing that's weird though is if it was the, I mean, how long did Remark get to play for? When he
Not
joined?
very.
Not at all.
Oh.
Like yeah, not at all.
There's 100% Kramer just fucking us.
I don't sound so crazy anymore now.
Well, I mean, if that was
He's
the case,
using some janky system today.
He clicked that. He clicked that link he
another
wasn't
note-
supposed to click.
Would you guys like to hear a word from our sponsors? Doritos, Blazing Buffalo Ranch.
Oh, I was waiting for Oak Island.
You guys tried? I haven't had these since high school. I haven't seen these chips in like 10 years. They're awesome.
But anyways, when's our Oak Island sponsorship since Feege loves talking about it?
Yeah, that's true. If you just talk about it so much on your Twitch, you should get a sponsorship.
If everyone
I
here
know.
had it, if everyone here had at least 10,000 subscribers, I can get us all monster sponsors.
Fine. Gotta work
Everyone.
towards it.
I used to have a monster
So
sponsor.
there's people who are just like spamming the fucking load button, and like I think you're entering the lobby before I even fucking load the game in, and
Yeah,
that could be
stagger.
messing shit up.
Let's slow it down.
Okay.
How about
Because,
first
like-
only the Lords join?
I just
Only
try
the
to speak
Lords.
faster because I'm bullet.
Well, there's 3
Which-
Lords, so.
Which one of you is the real Lord, though?
I am.
Oh, come on.
I am the Lord of everything.
You should all go. You should all go to war with each other
I'm
to
gonna be
decide
back in a
this.
second.
He's the lord of all the calls. within
3
this
Lords
system.
enter, 1 Lord leaves.
One of which
Like
has
I
elephants.
remember that being an issue. To be honest, that this happened before. Like you're people are like sitting there waiting, clicking the refresh to see my game pop up, and then as soon as it pops up, you click enter. But I haven't actually loaded the save file.
Okay.
It like
Usually
loads
when
the.
it does that, it
So why
says
don't we
it won't let
wait?
us join though.
Yeah,
It'll just be like load save isn't there or something.
Can I join now?
I can see 10 people have already joined. Should I just join?
Yeah, now you can.
I don't know.
Yeah, let one of us wait until it's actually loaded, and that will be a way to confirm that theory.
Yeah, the first person that finishes loading it, if you can't see your character or whatever, say something.
All right.
And vice versa. If someone waits until Feech says it's actually up and joins in, if it's working for them, then we know the rest of us screwed up.
Another word from our sponsors. Are you hungry? Have you not eaten in a while? Well, then go down to your local store and grab a bag of Doritos. They're
Yeah,
hot. They're buffalo. They're ranch.
Are you standing around for hours on end waiting for the game to start?
gross.
I'm telling you, these will change your life.
Get your fingers
Back to
all
you,
nice
Steve.
If I could get a Mango Monster sponsorship, that'd be amazing.
Oh yeah, I love the Mango Monster. Yeah, I only got a sponsor back in high school when they had the original. Didn't have other flavors. They also gave me a mini fridge, and I got $500 a month from them.
That's healthy. To be fair, if somebody was giving me $500 a month for streaming, fuck it hell. If you think I'd be playing, if I'd be working right now, jeez, that's a lot of money here in Croatia.
Especially if it's US dollars,
$500
huh?
a month, an unlimited monster, a mini fridge, and I got a neon sign a couple of months in, and then I was like, and then I went to college, and I lost everything.
That's healthy.
I was like, I went to art. I was going to community college for artwork.
Wait, why did you even have a sponsorship?
You can't even rent a 1-bedroom apartment in my area for less than like $1,600 a month.
Damn.
Just move out of Jersey.
1 bedroom? That sucks.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Yeah, that's pretty much like California.
We used to have rent control in my town. Now it's gone.
Yeah, but it's New Jersey, so it's worse.
Sure.
Oh yeah, did you hear about the Giants and the Jets getting sued by New York because they're in New Jersey? And they're like, you need to take New York out of your name. I thought that was funny.
I don't know if that's a thing.
I heard
Sounds
it.
like
I
nonsense.
read an article.
New York has not trademarked
Everything
the
on
name
the
New York.
internet is true.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. Are the Jets and the Giants in New York, or are they in New Jersey? They're in
New Jersey's just a suburb of New York City.
I thought it was a state.
Yes, but
It technically.
New
but-
York City should technically be part of New Jersey.
Oh, really?
no.
The Statue of Liberty was in New Jersey, and Ellis Island was in New Jersey up until like 2 years ago when they officially like changed it because people realized.
Cool.
People realized, and then they had to annex it real quick before. Wait, what?
What?
Well, because New York had built up this whole reputation of like being the point of Ellis Island and everything, and so they bought it from New Jersey.
I don't know if that's a thing, Feej.
Then I'll look it up.
Lawsuits over it, but I think the result is that like New York owns part of it and New Jersey owns another part.
No, but it was New Jersey. It was in New Jersey during the time that it was all in use, and a lot of the time when it was a museum, and only like maybe at most like 15 years ago.
Okay, I'm loading.
New York
It's
City
working
just
here
bought
for
it.
me.
It's working here for me.
Oh, it's
I
working.
selected a character.
That was fascinating, Beach.
Oh my god, it's working.
It's working.
Dang, I'm so smart.
Click all the
Thank,
buttons, right?
thank you, Doritos.
This isn't a 6 month behind autosave though, Mr. Fucking Smarty Pants.
Why isn't it?
Because it's my
I'm
manual
thinking
save
properly.
from the same fucking day, so we didn't lose any time.
I told you to use the manual
I
in the
loaded.
first place.
Yeah, I loaded improperly.
I don't know.
this
I
time.
thought you
This
always
one
should have
works.
done the manual.
No,
save.
don't
I was
click anything.
flabbergasted when you said you
Nobody
Yeah,
click
yeah.
anything.
Don't click anything.
Don't click anything for like a month.
Nobody click it. Who's clicking? What the fuck?
Feej. That's Feej. I heard him.
Gasp.
Why every time we say don't click, feed clicks? Is this
I'm
a
still
thing?
loading.
Don't buy into the propaganda,
Who's
Winslow.
clicking? I can hear them.
I have two computers and
Someone
two
call the
mouses in front of me.
Ghostbusters,
I'm
we have a
clicking on the
possessed
other
mouse.
computer.
We bind the whole keyboard to left mouse.
Yeah, I'm more curious of what's this Neo remark we have in the lobby now. N remark.
I heard a conspiracy that I needed to change my name.
Gasp.
That is not Kramer's voice. That's an imposter.
Oh my god.
The conspiracy thickens. Or deepens.
Hallelujah, it works.
Decent.
Also, congrats on being Emperor again, I think, remark.
Beads, this was all your fault for loading the autosave.
God damn it, Dweed.
Yeah, it really is actually.
I mean, I'm
Is
sure I
Remark in the
fucked up
chat right now? I mean, here, I mean.
I hope you feel shame.
Be right back. I'm gonna go make myself food while
Although
I'm
I like
him.
your...
Did you just say Allah Akbar? That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, remark is in the
No.
Discord at the moment.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
I mean, for goodness sake, if I said that, you would hear a very loud kaboom after that.
Hello there, Edgar. Hopefully you're just jumping in now because we were stuck waiting to deal with dang desyncing issues here. So sadly, not a whole lot has happened in this session. But, well, let's see. What do you say? New faith equal inheritance? That could always be fun. I definitely need to learn more about this game and see how equal inheritance could even work. I think ideally that would be something I would want if I want a lot of renown, and of course if I have a lot of territory to make use of it. Maybe.
I think they are trying.
Take stuff.
I think they're trying to take things, but they essentially they don't train and they're not equipped to fight a police action. They're trained to fight essentially like a superior artillery doctrine where they blow up everything and don't care about civilian casualties.
I love how
Now-
Kramer, you sound so different, bro.
Yeah, he does. I thought it was somebody else.
Is this second puberty?
It's a second. No, it's a microphone.
New microphone, huh?
Yeah.
What did you use before?
And now the corruption of the Russian army has gotten to them.
I was reading an
Well,
article how they're
definitely
trying
that's
to
always been
install
an issue,
people as
but-
you go along.
Like
Wait,
the
Kramer,
Russian
aren't you in the
doctrine-
reserves? Like, aren't you gonna go to Poland soon?
I just came back from there, so I'm like last
What?
on the list.
You're in Poland?
Where the hell do you think I was for a year?
Duke,
Oh,
I don't think
actually,
actually was playing with us during that time either.
Oh, okay. Yes, that was my extended hiatus.
Oh yeah, you were gone for
Who's
a while.
in Poland that you're confused about?
But you were seriously in Poland?
Yeah,
the
the great
Baltics.
Poland.
So you left right before the fun started.
I left right when COVID was like being lifted before the Delta variant came.
Oh, okay, it's been a while. Delta, that was season 2. We've been through Omicron season 3, so you left out of season 1 basically.
I mean,
Now under Ukrainacron.
Yeah, the United States can only handle one disaster.
I'm
at a
streaming
time.
Oak Island.
We're
if
kind
anyone wants
of
to
over
watch.
I'm
COVID
watching
right now.
it. I'm watching it, Feej. I'm learning.
Yeah, the viewership of the
God.
U.S. media does not have that kind of attention span.
I'm absorbing
I'm not
information.
clicking anything until Feed says something.
So what do you guys think on how much should we aid Ukraine? Should we just keep throwing money at it, or is there a spending limit?
I say
We
we
don't
send
have a-
Burgerman.
We
I'm
don't have a
down.
choice.
I mean, why?
They already
spend
decided to
money
give
here?
them what, $4 billion or something like that.
13
Well-
is what we're going
2
up
billion, whatever it was.
We should encourage cyber attacks.
to.
We should give them 10% of our defense budget.
Dude, that would be amazing. Ukraine.
We should give them an aircraft carrier.
And put it where?
Yeah, there's
I,
like
I, I
nowhere to
mean,
put
I
it.
guess in the Black Sea, but
No, it wouldn't have to go to the Black Sea. It could just sit right outside of it, and then the Russian ships wouldn't be able to go through the strait to get to it.
I thought they were blockading it anyway.
The Turks.
Yeah, you need
The
to
Turks
go to
will
the
only
port.
allow ships to return to the Black Sea if it's the port of origin and they were out on assignment. but no ships can leave the strait.
Do you think we could
Or
sneakily
enter
give
otherwise.
Ukraine, like sneakily, give them some submarines?
Oh yeah.
No, wait, I saw something about like
I don't think the U.S. can do much very sneaky.
some governor tried to pass a law
Yeah.
to allow piracy
I don't-
for Russian yachts.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen the
Okay, we
CIA's track
have
record, but we can't do
15
anything secretly.
15 people loaded. Is that everybody, or do we have 16?
That's everyone important.
Because that's what Ukraine needs right now is some
Aw.
submarines.
Yep. Surface to air missile ballistics. You know.
Oh,
Yep,
because
I count 15.
Odessa's getting
If
blockaded
you're not
now.
in the game, say something now, or we're gonna start without you.
Let's see here.
Do
The
it,
only
beat.
person
Wait,
that I would think. Oh no. Okay. No.
Yeah, I think that's everyone. I'm gonna just-
Unpause.
I don't see Winslow.
We're all
So,
moving.
Lorelian
Winslow's
owns land
in.
in Russia. Does that mean Lorelian is the enemy?
Lorelian is the enemy. Lorelian is doing deceptive practices and trying to inherit my land from underneath me.
What?
gasp.
Wait, Winslow, did you pick the county and not Switzerland?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be to the
You
air.
can't just do that.
you can't do that.
Fuck you, Burger Man. I don't do what I want. I'm Switzerland.
No, you're Sicily.
I'm Switzerland and Switzerland. I can do both.
No, you are
Switzerland.
to be.
I'm Switzerland.
Wait,
I'm Switzerland.
Remark
I'm Swiss and Sicilian.
or Kramer, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
may
you can
I
be
have-
one county province. It's
I
fine.
was going to say,
Yeah, I mean, like that kind of opens the door for Switzerland to be attacked.
I was going to ask if I could extend my
Oh, you don't
writ
say.
on India just so I can attack that one duchy.
If you give me the Kingdom of Jerusalem for proper Christian stewardship.
I can give you some
This
Persia.
feast better be worth it,
No.
Kramer.
I want the holy side.
Kramer, counsel me.
But that's
Can I
where all
get
my
a writ?
money is.
I
Court
think.
language.
I think at this, like, okay, what are we saying for here for Winslow? Are we saying he's gonna play
Burger
that, or
Man,
is he
be
gonna play
quiet.
Switzerland?
You already have
Kramer,
everything.
Ansbach could use a church.
How do I change my court
No one's
language?
getting anything because I make like no money. If you want stuff, then you gotta start not having March status.
Tibetan
You
is
have
my
to go-
court language.
Switzerland says install a new king.
I don't have March status, do I?
Okay, I'm gonna give someone $50 to murder Burger Man's character in IRL life because I'm just getting sick of it. You know.
Wait, I have a claim on Switzerland.
An IRL
wait.
life.
Wait,
Yeah,
Winslow.
very
Is Winslow
competitive.
protected? Is Winslow protected?
Oh shit.
No, I mean if he's
Estonia.
a county, he's not protected. Like that's I don't
Yeah, but
understand
I
why
gotta-
he's doing what he's doing.
I got a
Wait,
claim
wait.
on the Kingdom of Switzerland.
Everybody, we
wanna-
gotta
Hold up,
change
yeah, we
this
got a crusade
crusade
here.
to get Jerusalem back.
Oh.
No.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Redirect.
Yep.
Astro, are you here?
Can we
Yeah,
redirect
so-
it?
So apparently at this feast, your wife just killed somebody in front of my eyes, and I kind of have to expose her.
No, you can.
What a bitch.
Why are we doing a crusade for?
She might go
Estonia?
after Burger next if he doesn't say something immediately.
All right, there we go. Back to Christianity.
You guys want to attack the Umayyads?
Oh really?
Oh no.
You knew what was gonna happen, huh?
No, he's secretly converted.
You have to actually convert Jerusalem though.
Jerusalem's gotta be Christian.
All right,
Revoke.
and
the
if
bishopric.
Listen, Tart, just make it Christian and then go back to walrus bullshit. Just
I
throw
was
it-
gonna say, I'm turning it Christian, and you said once it's Christian, may I have the returned right to the single duchy in India or no?
Wait, a duchy?
A small duchy.
Goodness, how much
Which
control of
one?
the land do you have these days?
A lot.
And populous.
Oh, what is in India? Like what? Where are the HRE?
Wait, it's been redirected where?
Lithuania.
Oh, it's like same area as like Lithuania now. Yeah.
Just a bigger area. We're going after the Orthodoxy, apparently.
Good. We need to get rid of Orthodox.
Wait, is this like we can launch it?
I
no,
would
we're-
really rather not go
Ac-
for.
Actually, we're not going after
Lithuania?
Orthodoxy. We're going after Fidelism, however you pronounce that.
Yeah.
Which is a small duchy.
I think we should go after Egypt again. I mean, to be honest.
Before Tark corrupts it further.
Yes, we can.
They were
I
Catholic.
hear that they are outside the true faith.
Or Arabia.
Gujarat.
I say we go for Tibet because everyone in my court speaks it.
Hey, Gujarat's the place I actually have the claim for.
Or Syria.
Guja.
Let's
fucking
Syria.
go.
Let's go for
Okay,
Syria.
let's not go for Gujarat, please.
I'm down for
Oh
Gujarat.
no, Gujarat.
I'm down for Gujarat. I can be there in like a month.
I'm not going to India, Tart. Stop trying to make India happen.
That was not me. This was not
He
me.
wants to make it
How
happen.
do you change it?
Redirect war.
It's redirect.
Yeah, where is that button? I don't see
Who
it.
else here would have changed?
If you click the Crusade thing, the bottom corner,
I
it's in the
changed
bottom
it.
right.
Oh, I see. I was looking up by the flag of where it was because I thought that made sense.
I think the Kingdom of Syria would be a good target. Take that land from the Byzantines, or oh no, it wouldn't. Never mind. No, because it won't take it. It won't take the land from the Byzantines though. It'll only take the hostile faith land.
Oh my god, we have 11 holy orders. Holy shit.
Yeah, we have a lot of holy orders. We could take over Egypt though. It's already like half under our control.
Wait, Gujarat is the target.
I'm serious.
We can do Egypt. It's already mostly under our control anyway.
Oh, you want to watch that?
Watch
Peach?
it.
The Lost Ship.
You're welcome.
Nah, we should just do Gujarat.
Where is the current target?
Gujarat.
So literally all the way in India. Why? I can't send my armies over there.
Can somebody switch it?
Yeah, can someone put it to somewhere reasonable?
I will change it.
My troops are already at Gujarat.
I'm petitioning my liege to destroy this hostile faith in our country.
At this point, yes.
Empire.
Let's not go to Gujarat.
Yeah, definitely not.
Boo.
Can somebody change that, please? I can't. I'm not that pious.
I don't have enough. I only have 1,500 at the moment.
I can, but I won't be going anyways, so.
Not to Lithuania? You're like next to it.
None of my business.
Let's change it to Finland.
Was Finland some pagan faith? Oh yeah, mostly.
This is going to be amusing.
Yeah, but the attrition there is just going to kill all our troops.
There's no target selected, even though I've clearly selected a target. Well, I don't have 2,000 piety.
Oh, I wonder if I can switch it to.
Looks like we're going to Gujarat.
Yeah, Winslow's got 2,000. Hey,
Guess
Winslow,
we're
you're about to
going.
die.
We're going to Gujarat.
Nah, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna romance the pants off of.
I need piety. How do I get piety real quick?
Go on a pilgrimage. Except it'll take you
already,
so long.
I've already slept with Switzerland. We'll hopefully just become pregnant.
Pilgrimage is gonna bankrupt me, but
I went to the kingdom of Romagna and I learned how to dance with my pants off.
Actually paused because of me. Okay, it didn't. I was scared it paused because of me.
I don't know if I'm gonna go on this crusade. It's kind of
There's a
far.
crusade going on? Ooh.
We never make it to them.
Yeah,
Sorry, the Emperor can use my land to get there.
The Emperor can, but nobody else can.
Can anyone get this thing somewhere else?
I'm not going to India.
Is he actually trying
And if the Emperor doesn't go to India, Tart, are you going to be able to win that by yourself?
Oh, not in the slightest.
So who changed it to that? Did you?
No.
It was
I don't have the
somebody
piety.
said they did.
After converting back to Christianity, I only had like 100 left.
The meme.
Is Boom in here? take it that he's not.
I believe Boom actually had it out while we were.
Okay. Understandable.
I shall.
Well, this sounds like it's going to be a terrible crusade, but we'll see what happens.
Try my best to win the crusade over here.
A one-man army.
Day is full.
It's just me and my army.
Deus Vult.
Is that a Deus Vult I hear?
Deus Vult.
Deus Vult.
Deus suck my balls. I'm not going anywhere.
There we go. Good job, whoever did that.
Is this we're gonna have a Crusader Egypt?
I get a.
Wait.
I need
Wait,
gold.
wait.
I spent all my gold going on a pilgrimage to do that. Help me.
Who is this? Needs help?
Varia.
Did you change it?
Yes, I
Yeah,
changed
you
it to
did.
Egypt.
Oh, perfect.
There you
I'll also send you money.
Accept your gift.
Wait. That's my brother.
Oh, well, that's a
This is
shame.
what-
isn't
this is
it?
what you get.
But he is not your brother in faith.
He's a wall right.
Yeah, exactly. We need to get rid of these wall rights.
Thank you for all the donations. I'll buy plenty of Stinger missiles.
There needs to be like a way to like destroy some of your artifacts.
What you
Hand out the
selling?
ones you don't want.
Sure, who wants a queen shell egg?
I need some furs.
Oh. That's right, Winslow's not that person anymore. Person.
30 days.
Oh, Aurelian died. Croatia broke away! Sounds like we need an Imperial Crusade.
Does your claims on Croatia?
Hold on, I'm gonna
Let's
spell
go.
back in right
I
away.
declare war for Austria.
Too late.
Unprotected.
That was a power move there, Laurelian.
What you gonna do with Vladimir?
No, there's no Crusade truce for him because
One
he's out
day.
of the Empire. Right?
Deus Vult.
Deus Vult.
Deus
I'm
Vult.
going to lose all my Egyptian territory.
Kill the walruses, make them pay.
Bathe in their blood.
It costs like 200 gold to get your army on the boats.
Imagine needing a boat. We got like one county over here.
Are you actually converting Jerusalem?
Yes.
Okay.
I have mixed feelings about this work because it's on my brother.
Maybe you should have
Well,
been good.
at
Maybe
least
you
you're
should have been a
playing.
good Catholic faith instead.
Maybe you shouldn't have been a freaking walrus.
Let me at least get some of the glory. Unlikely.
It's gonna be over before I even get there again.
I know, yeah. I mean, like,
Kramer
I
and
the
Tar are
county
gonna
game,
get
it's taking
everything
me
again
forever to
because
raise my
they're able
troops.
to raise the troops over there.
No, I couldn't get anything this far because all my troops are already over in India.
Yeah, I was raising my troops to.
You shouldn't have put all your troops in the Gujarati basket.
Yeah, I raised my men a little too late here.
Yeah, I was coming.
I raised my troops 4 months ahead of time, and it still took. I'm still in fucking Italy.
Save me some walrus fat.
Because it always
Took me
goes.
4 months to get from Frankfurt to Venice.
God damn it. Alright, whatever.
You guys are lazy.
Wait, are we fighting against somebody in prison?
He's currently in prison.
Yep.
We get him in prison already.
You fought his
The
battle. You fought a battle and you won.
The war must go on.
I'm not gonna even fucking get there. I'm gonna be in the middle of the ocean. The Crusade's gonna be done.
This will be like the Book of Exodus. The march across the Sinai Peninsula, 17,000 troops.
Day is full.
Didn't they send like a patch that AI is supposed to be more aggressive during Crusades? I'm not saying that.
They definitely are. I've seen it. It's just this one is literally just Egypt fighting. It's not like
Yeah, it's just
else.
Egypt. They have like no troops.
Yeah, they only have 20,000 to the 200 or 300,000 they're fighting. Well, you should have trained them better.
Oh, that's mean.
Should have raised them better, gave them a better empire. I don't know. I thought you had thought this all through, dang it, Tart.
Was adding the Book of Walrus to your Bible really worth it?
Yes.
Says it was worth it. Invades his brother for land anyway.
I'm pregnant!
What?
Yes! My fertility rocks the bed.
Wait, what?
Me and my husband did it in the tent in the Crusader army.
It's a nice way to celebrate your crusade.
Yeah, we did it in the tent. In the plains of Africa, I lay in the bed as I look up. My husband there, not clothed.
I can get out of here. It's my battle.
This is TMI. No, this is my battle. What if you lose?
If I learned anything about
That's the
Crusades,
plan.
if I learned anything from Crusades, the best way to win one is to lose as much as you can.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's sort of true, I guess.
Are you gonna lose before I get there? Please, please lose. Please lose.
I'm about
No!
Ha! He's gonna get it. He's not even in the war.
It was like 15 guys left, and then 20,000 rolled over the horizon.
Oh, I wish. Oh wait, I wish you could easily tell who was who. Or like,
Screw
if
this
you,
noise, I'm
if
gonna
you
be-
hovered over somebody's banner, it would be like, "This is Laurelian's troops" or something.
Is he gonna give us the zero
Who's got
fucking
like the Polish
contribution? No, let me start attacking this place so I can get some contribution.
No.
So be it.
Of course, it was Tart.
Tart, you robbed me.
Art, what is that woman?
Is it because she already had claim?
Oh, wait, it's because I both had a claim, and at the last minute, I sacrificed my entire army into an enemy doomstack.
I didn't fucking get anything again.
Yeah, it's always.
I've not gotten anything for any crusade.
Well, I think the
I
Emperor
think my
knows how
son
to
did get
assign.
something.
Ever.
but-
My family only exists in Franconia and never, not a single place elsewhere.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
I mean, that's
pretty
kind of on you, bro.
But
Well, wouldn't you have your sure reward in heaven?
My son got. Oh, he got a whole duchy. Nice.
So did I.
We'll see if we could protect them, but it's probably not going to go very well. We'll make.
Now,
the
hopefully they
attempt.
stay there, not like the other ones that were in Jerusalem and Tart took them all out.
Damn it, Tart.
Oh man.
Now the previous king is Markyria.
Okay, temple building there. Where else needs temples?
Oh, Laurelian says you left.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It begins.
Against the end.
I will be right back. Into this game. It said I left, correct? That's what you said, right?
It said you left. And it doesn't show you on the player map anymore.
Just when everything was going
Should
well,
be back
too.
in 2 seconds.
What's
Alright, nobody
going
click
on?
anything. No one click anything.
What's going on in the Ukraine?
Oh shit!
Click on the live map.
Kelmus, what's your
Oh.
perspective on Ukraine at the moment?
Oh, not the Ukrainian Civil War.
No,
Not
Kitty.
Kitty left the game.
No, Kitty, are you there?
Laurelian's family is trying to take over Ukraine. Is that what's going on?
Wait, really? What is going on here?
Yep, it's Laurelian's family trying to take over the Kingdom of Ukraine.
Nope, I couldn't hear you, Kitty, if you were saying anything. You might be muted.
How'd you do that, Laurelian?
Just random.
How to do what?
Get your
You
family
give
into
money.
Ukraine.
You just give money.
Still didn't hear you,
You
Kitty.
just expand everywhere, bro. Okay, I have to restart my computer. I'll be right back.
Oh, I was saying I'm here. I don't see that I left the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, you
Is
just
Croatia
disconnected.
protected?
I mean, you can join them on
anything
their
outside
side.
The Empire's not protected, but since he's a player that is not on his nation,
I can take the Duchy of Austria, is what you're saying.
what if he comes back?
I would never do that. Well, he's outside the Empire, so I need the Emperor's permission.
Yeah, so use
Do
this.
not need the Emperor's permission to attack a player outside the Empire.
Ah.
Yeah, you don't need the Emperor's permission.
Because the rule.
That also runs into the admin rule of like, don't mess with somebody who's like clearly trying to rejoin the same session.
Computer restarted, coming back in the game.
Yeah, because I believe the rule is we're to try and make efforts to reintegrate them back to the Roman Empire if possible, if they do break away. Also, can you try and
then
reconnect?
he could just swear into the HRE for protection as soon as the player starts eyeing him.
It's the price for leaving to begin with.
If somebody declared war and then they joined, I think the war would still be valid.
I don't think you can swear fealty while someone's at war with you.
Correct.
But yeah, try to reconnect Kitty if you could, while we're waiting for Laurelian anyway.
You also can swear fealty to someone at war.
Also correct.
I like how after that war, even though it was, all that happened was with that Crusaders, they put my guy's sister on the throne, and my brother just moved further into Ethiopia.
Ooh. Wait.
Laurelian, do you want to explain your act of aggression in Ukraine?
It's not me, it's a family member.
I
don't have any control over what they do.
That is what a
If you're the
mastermind would
house-
say.
If you're the house head, I think you could tell him to stop.
Remember, he's also declaring war
no.
on me, not just Ukraine.
Oh well, he's fucked then. He only has like 3,000 troops.
Someone's declaring war on you?
It was even without me, but with me. Whoa.
Don't you have an alliance with Ukraine? So can't you just join their war?
Yeah, it's supposed to be to protect them against Mongols, though, not interior threats. I don't think I'm actually going to go.
Is this a custom like flag for Ukraine? Did you make this?
I did.
Okay, I was like, there's no way. I keep that in the game.
Oh, you weren't here for the Ukraine thing, the founding. The first leader was named like Zelensky or something too, whatever the guy's name is.
Good.
I wanted to use your idea for the country, but I forgot what it was.
The first the first real king of Ukraine was King Rommel the First, not Zelensky.
We were gonna call it like Zelenskia or something? The country?
Can I get a writ?
This is Stalin.
Yes.
Well, I'm fortunate to have more issues, but hopefully they're not going to be long-standing ones, maybe? Maybe. Since sadly this is a session where very little has happened. I don't actually... Yeah, we have about an hour left in this session. I honestly worry how much content will actually be available for the YouTube version when I crop out all the downtime, dang it. Because it's feeling like not a lot, alas. And the Mongolians have a lot of kingdom titles, don't they? I will try and keep on going there. Enjoy the fact I have a lot more money than Kitty maybe at the moment. One day I will overthrow her, but dang it, she has more troops than me. Quite a notable amount. But that's mainly because of men-at-arms.
I see, in the future, quite a few difficulties in my family tree.
Like your face?
No, they're all currently vassals under Byzantine.
You're also pretty ugly.
I mean, yeah, that too. But because they're Byzantine, that means they're Greek. And since they're Greek, then I can't use my succession law.
Get those Greek horses in the country, though.
Or alternatively, I could just switch to primogenitive and rush that.
It says right now there's only 14 players in the game.
I'm in the process of joining.
No, it says you're in the game for me. Oh, it's Kitty.
There's Kitty.
Kitty's back.
Yay, now we just need Laurelian and we're good to go. Dang it,
Nobody's clicked anything this entire time, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Just
Only a few
browsing.
marriage.
Just looking around.
On my other computer, I've clicked stuff, but I don't think
Didn't even register that I swore back on the HRE.
Nope. Well, I mean, the game paused. I don't think your remarks accepted it yet.
Okay.
Yep, and we're going, so we'll see what happens.
Or you intentionally didn't accept it just so people would attack you.
Well, no, I in my screen before we left, I had sworn back in the HRE.
And what are you there?
Is Lorraine back?
Yes.
I'm back.
Alright.
What the fuck?
This is a war of aggression.
This is a war of aggression.
But it's not an invasion. It's a special military
It's
operation.
100% an invasion.
You actually did it.
We need to stop the genocide in Austria.
Duke, you said you weren't going to do it.
Did I say I wasn't going to do it?
There's barbarian troops in Croatia.
No.
No, not my
Civilians are being targeted.
This information.
What you talking about?
Look, we said at the start of this game, if people leave the Empire, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know why Kramer didn't accept my.
I did. I accepted.
Sounds like Kramer's in on it.
You did what?
It's a part of
I
a plan.
accepted the vassalage of like a Russian guy. Is that? Oh, okay.
No, that's not me. I sent an invite before this war began. I don't know if it'll.
Was it canceled because of the war?
I must have.
Croatia's way better than Austria, anyways.
Thank you.
Well, not in real life, obviously.
Oh, fuck you.
Don't get me wrong.
Did I ever tell you guys the joke that us and the Austrians have about this certain little country known as Slovenia that's between us and Austria?
I believe you said it last time, no? If not, then...
Possibly.
Oh well.
I have no idea. That we... both of us decided, you know what, it's best to put the people who are not able to speak our languages onto one giant parking lot, and that giant parking lot grew to become a Slovenia.
I think you have told us that joke before, actually. What the fuck? No, my mouse. What the hell?
No.
It ran out of battery or something. Now I'm working on my trackpad.
Quick attack.
Strike while the iron's hot. Alright, time to get to fabricating since I did not pay much attention to that. And a good alliance.
I need mercenaries. Where's the Wagner group?
You don't need
Oh my
any
god.
mercenaries.
Negative 25, Duke. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Lorelei and Nimrod. So is this my time to attack you now, Duke?
This would be a great time for you to attack Duke.
No, I don't have any claims, unfortunately.
Oh, only 5,000 troops. Wow, that dropped.
Come on, boys.
Tyrole's looking mighty juicy right now, Duke.
Let's see about fixing that.
And Switzerland.
What you
I
doing?
already have an area that was protected.
What you doing with the dragons? then?
Switzerland is not protected.
It is now because I have an heir.
Talking about
Doesn't
the
matter.
land, not your body.
Man, I have so few knights. They're good, but they're few in number.
I just got to Castle Morn.
8 to
Oh,
Aurelian's
that's
24.
Irina or whatever told you to go. Apparently her dad is somewhere in there and you're supposed to deliver the letter.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a bunch of horrifying porky beasts, so I'll see what came of her dad, I suppose.
You should be able to find him.
Let's talk about Elden Ring.
Yeah, he's talking about Elden Ring.
You guys trying to find Edgar?
No, he's going to Castle Morn to deliver the letter.
Ooh.
That's
Our,
fine.
knight, our knight's got
Oh,
the
that's
same number
you.
of kills, Aurelian, even though you had 3 times more than me.
There's like one single tower that has stairs, and that's where he's at.
I won't do that
I'm
for you
further
because
than he
you
is.
have literally been against me for a while.
What? I teased you a little bit at the beginning of the session, and that's it.
You're a little snake.
What did I actually do against you?
You are verbally against me.
Alright, I mean, I guess you don't want to exploit the claim I have on Duke to help out Aurelian.
As if Aurelian needs
Well,
help.
if Lorelian gives me a good
Boy,
heir, I
man.
might help him.
What in the hell is Mongolia doing?
Or a good marriage, I mean.
I'll look into that in a second. Or you could propose.
No, 1v1 me, Aurelian. Come on.
You don't really have anybody
Mongolia.
that's, like, exceptional, unfortunately.
Sadly, I'm not a very good martial character, but damn, am I good at prowess somehow. Oh, that's probably due to equipment and everything. So, that is unfortunate, but it gives me some freedom to pick whatever the hell I want, I guess. So let's start with getting some early hooks, maybe for future succession and gain more leverage, possibly.
I like become obese, then stop being obese. I just keep changing.
You're a shapeshifter.
The unfortunate part is I became obese and then I stopped, and then my guy, his picture still looks like he's fat.
The fuck? Don't send deals like that. That's bullshit.
It's your fourth set.
Wait, how do I do war coordination? Come on.
Oh, that wasn't my
AI,
error?
please.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what would be a good county to give away.
Oh, actually, it's your second son, so sorry.
You already have sons. Why would you do that?
Is the AI,
for this?
did you get permission to declare?
No, 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 no. He's defending. He's defending. Oh wait, no, no, no. Never mind. Yeah, he's attacking.
That's a defensive war.
I asked the elector counts, and given that most of them are my dynasty somehow, I assume they said yes.
Again?
That's my actual
It's
error.
because it's because of fucking.
Dear, 1, 2.
I asked myself, and I said yes.
I see. You're right. Yeah, 4 of them are your dynasty.
And I would have voted yes anyway. How about Herman the German, though? He's 77.
Who the heck is this person?
What's this outside the Empire War?
It's making sure that the remarks don't die out.
You say that like you don't have like 8 cadet branches.
I do, but they're all like tiny little counts.
We must eradicate them, weed them out.
Fortunately, there are the noble branches of Italy have proven extremely fruitful in expanding their dynasty.
Yes, we have.
I think he's referring to his family branches in your country.
No,
he doesn't have any.
Aurelian, I'm prepared to accept your surrender.
No. Your dynasty is scum.
Scum!
Your mother was scum. Your
Let it be
father was
said.
scum.
Let it be said. I offered to negotiate.
No, that wasn't an offer to negotiate.
Surrender.
That was an offer to surrender.
We have the Armenian Kingdom of Jazeera.
My foreign benefactors are sending me munitions.
No one is backing you.
Hey, can you actually win now?
I'm not gonna ally you, Feej.
I cannot actually win this anymore. Well, I could, theoretically. Then it's not impossible, but...
Not even for a gift, dude. I'm too rich for your gifts.
Desperation is a stinky cologne, Feej.
Now, how can I get one more
The only
domain?
person I would declare war on right now would be Arcus for my de jure land in Navarra.
Oh, I thought you were threatening Tard at one point.
No.
I mean, he was, but only under the guise of like converting Jerusalem.
Oh my god, Tard's going for a war in... Oh my god. Oh no, he's just the ally.
Yeah, no, I'm an ally. I'm ignoring that war exists.
Where the heck is Winslow? Really? Winslow is now out in the middle of nowhere.
New culture era.
Is it possible for a child to get a genetic trait that you don't have?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Kitty, you want to jump into another channel there quickly? I'll be over in the West Channel. See if we can get her all at least focused. Since after all, she's kind of very vulnerable to just getting conquered. We'll see if she actually heard me or not, though. Because yeah, this is just asking for us to immediately get conquered with no alliances of the sort. And am I able to, no, I can offer to join war. Am I actually able to offer to join war? No. No, I don't have an alliance and I can't get that alliance anymore like I did before. There you are, kitty. Congratulations on having a nice young ruler. Are you there? Speak to me, kitty. Because you're completely silent. Yeah, sadly, I did a terrible job watching these children there, so... I want to try and get some decent alliances. A Burgerman should be alright. Maybe? Where are you? Okay, you're just a sibling. So we'll see if we can help out Walker, if he's willing. Kitty, are you there? Can't hear you if you're there. Alright, let me just...
One sec.
Fine. There, we got an alliance with Lord Walker. Now we have to see. Doesn't really mean much for me besides helping Lord Walker in his war. Which hopefully I'll be able to do. Let's just keep developing my economy as much as I can. I just don't know what's the biggest priority, because I would like to switch this out eventually. And I can't get level 3 castles yet because I would like to be the culture head, but sadly we have another player that's kind of got the most for that, which is really restricting what I can do, especially enhancing the culture, because I think I even had enough prestige to add additional traits on here. I unfortunately couldn't do that, since someone else has a few more counties than me. It's not well, I'm gonna have to convert realms, is basically what I need to do. And sadly, that's gonna be a slow process.
Sorry about that.
So congratulations on your new ruler there. We need to get you alliances ASAP.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get an alliance with Lord Walker or not. Considering a family member may be married to his, you're gonna have to look at his ruler and check. We must make sure that your dynasty is still alive because everyone's itching to go to war with you now.
I bet.
So hurry and get those alliances. You must be strong. You must be stronger than the rest of the Holy Roman Empire somehow. %.
Alrighty, I need to find a way.
Yep, you're gonna have to get to work on that. And like I said, see if you can find, or if you're allowed to offer an alliance with Lord Walker without a marriage. Because there is a slight possibility you might be able to if you still have family members married to his. Yay, child! This ruler sadly is not very capable. That's due to the fact no one was raising him, which is unfortunate. Definitely an oversight. But at least he has a lot of prestige. No, I have terrible diplomacy. I don't want to chance that. And let's do a pilgrimage to try and... Let's see if I can get the money off the Pope there as quickly as possible. And I think there's a small chance to be a Blade Master, but... Right now, I'm just better as a steward than an actual marshal, so maybe I should just go in a little bit of intrigue and then straight to stewardship. What is this? I don't even think I'm using this in all honesty. Clergy opinion is kind of useful, but can I actually put that in my throne room? I could, but only if I want to get rid of this other stuff. Prestige, dread.
He has a daughter. Let me see if he'll give her to me.
Or worst case, you can always try and sweet talk him there in Discord chat. You know you would enjoy doing that, right? You got an unfair advantage to the rest of us guys. Dang it.
Never mind. He accepted.
Yay! Now you're gonna have to keep an eye on getting more alliances somehow. Sadly, the suggestion situation... What is it? The suggestion thing isn't gonna tell you who you can make alliances with, sadly. So you're just gonna have to make note on who you had previous marriages with. And if you still have family members with them, like I said, you could probably offer an alliance with them without a marriage.
I have something here saying that I am going to lose some land when this vassal dies.
Yeah, inheritance kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So something you're gonna have to deal with by either giving them a proper heir or some other things.
What about revoking it?
Well, you mean revoking it? That's possible. Or at least get a claim for yourself, maybe. I don't know if you'll automatically become the heir as a result of that if you can get the claim. But it's something to pay attention to, because if he dies, you may not even have to go to war, revoke it.
Yeah, because it's going to go to somebody over in... Arceus. Gonna go to somebody.
It's gonna go back to the Emperor, basically.
Yeah.
So I think that's an idea. At least it'll allow you to revoke the title, and that will help deal with that problem. I wonder if I should go, but I'm not really very good there. Not really a fan of a reckless character. Lure him into a false sense of security. I do have the defensive advantage, but I need reinforcements quickly. There, that'll help. I was kind of hoping my men-at-arms alone would be enough. Because they have... Oh, mercenaries, that's what happened. They just got a bunch
He
of...
doesn't like me very much, but he gave it to me.
Okay. So that's convenient.
But now I'm over my limit. I need to
Well,
give
you
it.
can gift it to a family member, maybe. Or at least a county that you don't really care for is underdeveloped. Ideally, if it's a separate duchy from yours, so that'll help a little bit with inheritance a bit. Liberty War. Well, that's a very pitiful Liberty War, to say the least. I don't have to concern myself with that. And they have 3,000 troops. So let's just try and make this quick then. I don't want to assault fort because I'm going to have to pay to replenish my troops. Ooh, excuse me. Probably not really worth it, but well, after 5 years I should be able to boost my stewardship anyway. I think that's what I'll do. When I switch over to stewardship, I can get the domain focus. It's worth keeping that county. What are the main things I want? Truth is relative. I really like this as my introduction to getting into intrigue and doing hostile schemes. Just a matter of learning to do it properly, especially when my skills aren't really the best. Now I'm curious. 8 domain and 3, so I'm keeping you as domain focus, alas, for the time being. Aw, she's currently bedridden right now. And I don't think my physician... Yeah, my physician's not very good. Time to... Yeah, let's have our wife take care of herself, huh? Oh, she did get at least a good result. Oh, so she passed away, and now the son has to deal with the defeat of losing the county as his first job, or his first feat of accomplishment as a new ruler. Poor fella. Court tutor. How useful are you? You could be useful, but I think there'd be someone better as a court tutor. I just don't know how effective you are as a jester, though. I wish it would tell me exactly how effective they would be in this role. I'll go with it for now. I got prestige to kind of spend if I don't like him there. Okay, she's good at that. We'll sell you off because that's not a problem. Ooh, we're fighting them because they just got off the boats. And this will be even more prisoners for me with... Never mind, I'm losing knights. 2 of my knights just died when I have a massive advantage. I really want to understand why this is happening. Doesn't seem like it would make a lot of sense, but... Especially when it's so one-sided like that, but okay. Just losing 2 valuable... Well, they could have been really terrible knights to be fair, but still. I don't want to just haphazardly lose knights like that. And we'd like to try and get the best possible person for making artifacts, dang it, rather than these random low-skilled people. Alright, who will be a good jester? All average. My player heir. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Yeah, and you're poor. I don't want you to be an artificer, dang it. I don't know what to make of this artificer stuff. Since it seems like the only way I can get artifacts is with this commission ability, and of course this gives me random low stat characters. Unless there's a way I can find people who are inspired. Which doesn't seem very easy, because then it only shows the ones that actually made artifacts for me. Oh well, that's another time to figure out. Oh boy. Someone's having some fun down there. Oops, Switzerland just went to war with you. Kitty! Get your armies raced. And if necessary, maybe call Lord Walker or whoever your alliance is. It's possible we may not need it. because I just have my armies to join you there now. But let's see, are they calling anyone to the war? Yeah, they have 16,000 troops, and Winslow is joining, so we may need to bring in the heavy guns. Oh yeah, and I want to grant this to someone. Oh, that's the one I chose as my heir, is it? Because this is the first time I've seen my heir actually not be... let's see, where's my son? Yeah, this is like the first time I see my... There we go, that's more like it. First time I actually seen that happen. Alright, Kitty, move your troops up here. We got a war to win. Oh, and apparently they went to war for an artifact of all things too, so...
Yeah, I see.
And apparently... Okay, let's see. What is the artifact anyway? Oh, they take possession of all artifacts. So whatever ones you have that they have claims for. Alright, once we unite there together, we might be able to fight them. Hard to really say, because Winslow's army is going to be making his way up too.
Should I get maybe some mercenaries?
We should be okay. Sadly, the mercenaries are only like 800, 900 troops with only a small few of them being actual men-at-arms. So it may not be as impactful in this case. It's good if you have money to actually throw around. But of course it also involves way more, and they're about to siege one of my settlements here. Alright, I just attached to your armies, so you just move on forward as you see fit. And sadly, they're not starving or anything like that, because my capital is too well fortified. Oh, they are running away though, so that might be a good sign that they're afraid of fighting your army head-on. As it currently stands, at least. Yep, they are running away, and we got half their army, which is probably the best case situation, because we can do that much more damage to them. If we can kill most of them before the rest join in, that'll be good. Although, can they stop wounding our knights at random? It's annoying. Ooh, very nice. We're gonna take them all out here. And to add insult to injury, apparently our leader, our commander, is actually your jester. So enjoy that image in your head. We're mocking him even further, because he's not using a helmet, he's using a funny hat. With little bells on the side. So this should be an easy enough war to win, we just gotta be mindful of allies they call in.
Yeah, well, I did call in Lord Walker, so he's...
Yep, alright, so we killed 4,000 of their troops to our over 1,000, so we should have a strong advantage here now.
Okay, I see how it is.
What?
Hey, they're the ones that declare war on us.
I didn't declare war.
I didn't say you did. I said they did.
Yeah, it just says surrender, and then I can give it back to you after you wait a generation.
Don't think we'll wait that long. Kitty's impatient.
Yeah, and if you said anything, we were down here We didn't hear.
Well, Winslow didn't actually declare war on us, but he is sieging the capital right now. If you want to try and go respond. Just keep an eye on how long it takes to travel to help judge how you're going to go about this.
3 months. And it's going to take them 7 months, 6 months
Yes,
to
well,
see.
yeah, that's Winslow there, so he's eavesdropping on everything.
Trying to steal my artifacts of all things.
Stealing artifacts, no.
It's highway robbery, if highways were ever a thing. Just be careful of your distance there, since you're gonna have to keep pace with me.
Oh wait, how the heck did they take that so fast?
Probably sieged it down, assaulted it down, maybe.
I assaulted it, you know.
Yeah,
I also have one of your family members now, so if you want to end this war peacefully, you just accept defeat, and then I will give you the artifact later. Because I have plans for Burgerman, and going to war with you is going to ruin my plans. I've been humiliated too many times.
Well,
and
we're
I
the
need
ones.
to
We're the
destroy
ones
him.
that've been attacked after all.
I know, but I can give you the artifact after because he's my husband. I can ask for artifact. You can do that. Oh, you're not gonna. Yeah, you are.
Yep, just as I said there, my army was lagging behind, I told you. And of course, Lord Walker's not doing anything here, alas.
I captured another person.
Just a vassal, though.
Still, it creates this discord between you and your vassals. So, Oath, why aren't you gonna try to form your own kingdom?
Kitty. Why do you invite me to this war that you guys are somehow losing? How are you losing this?
Winslow. We were winning it, and then Winslow decided to join in on us.
I didn't decide to join. I got called in.
Yeah, so you chose.
And I said I'd give him the artifact back, but Kitty's like impatient, angry.
We're gonna win now because they came to angry, and now I'm pissed. So I'm involved.
Yeah, it's fine. I just want the war to end.
Did you order them up here, or is this the AI doing this?
This is the AI, I believe.
Well, I'm about to trash the army, so I think you guys win.
Yeah, because we crushed that army already there, so have fun crushing it further.
Why is it minus 77, though? What's going on here?
I captured their capital and their vassals, and I said I would end the war peacefully, but Kitty's impatient.
You should just surrender.
I'm not in charge of the war. I'm not in charge of the war.
Well, why are you involved at all?
Because I got called in.
You could say no, you know.
Yeah, but all that prestige loss?
You told me to say no like it was no big deal.
Yeah, because I said I would give the artifact back. I'm trying to get my revenge on Burger
But
Man,
all
and
the
this is delaying this is delaying the inevitable. Okay? And I would like to not be inevitable loss to Burger Man. I would like to destroy Burger Man and wipe him from the face of the earth.
Also, what is this artifact we're fighting over? I didn't
I
get
don't
to
know.
see it.
I don't even know what the artifact is. I can't click on it. I can't see what it is.
I know, it's just a picture of a locket. I don't know what it is.
What is the artifact over?
Oath, do you know what it is?
I have no idea.
It should at least let you see what it is. What artifact does this kid have that's so important?
Did you guys ally me just to fight this artifact war? Is that why I'm involved?
Oh my gosh, Kitty! I could have easily given you a better artifact. And you're like,
Nah, it's funnier this way. I like it.
And besides, we were attacked. What does it say to the rest of the Holy Roman Empire if we just surrendered?
it would have been, you know,
sign of weakness.
What's that line from that movie? It will end the. It's from Big Bang Theory. It will end the war 3 months early and save the lives of millions. But no, you could have just surrendered.
It gives me a chance to fight a little. It's nice.
There's like tens of thousands of people dying over a freaking artifact.
Winslow, you see that fight up in the north?
No, I can't see anything up there. It's all,
I've lost like 15 men, and they've lost like 5,000.
Yeah, because he's not a good martial character.
So I'm guessing we're stopping for night if Fij stopped or left?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Kramer?
Yeah.
You know what this war is about, Kramer? They're fighting over an artifact. No one even knows what the artifact
I didn't
is.
even, I got called in, I was like, I can't.
Like, you're talking to a guy with like 40 artifacts. If you want one, I'll just give it to you.
I could give Kitty like 4 artifacts right now.
These artifacts are precious.
Kitty wants that artifact.
And besides,
I don't know what the artifact is, because if it is, I could just give her 4 right now, and then give her whatever artifact she had before.
to speak for my liege there, to just immediately surrender just at a whim.
Should have just surrendered. It would have made it so much easier.
But I have made my
We're wasting time and money and lives of civilians.
Kitty called me in. I'm fighting to the death. We're not surrendering.
And besides, I have made the claim. What does that speak for us as a fellow vassal of the Emperor Remark, who is here before us? If we were just surrender, just out of the whim like that, what kind of weakness would that show in front of our Emperor?
Great weakness.
Doesn't show any weakness. It says that you care about the lives of your civilians, your citizens. The fact that you didn't surrender means you don't care about your people.
What is this nonsense? Who cares what peasants do with their lives?
It's not peasants, citizens.
I want my toys.
That's 3 ranks above a peasant. You're citizens.
We're talking about
not
treasure
peasant.
here.
Think about the lives that are. Think about those lives that are. Think about those lives currently being thrown away against the army that is Lord Walker.
We're in the HRE. HRE is Germany, okay?
Actually,
okay. Peasants are the lowest. Below them are slaves. Above peasants are, I can't say the name. And then it's citizens. Above citizens is noblemen. Above that
I
are
can see
knights.
all the artifacts that this guy owns, and they're all garbage.
And he wants them all.
He's got Saxon scale armor that I gave him, and a shield, and those are the 2 blue items. Everything else is crap.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's he that declared war, right? It's not Kitty.
They declared war on
What?
us, yes.
I thought it was you guys.
Nope, we didn't declare war.
No,
they
it was,
attacked
it
us.
was your brother. That's what I was trying to tell you not to join. You're
That
going
changes
against
everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're joining against your brother. Your brother wants an artifact from
It makes
Kitty.
it even more quiet.
What
That's why
happens
I'm
if
in
Kitty
this.
wins? Does she get like money?
Like a lot of ducats there, I believe.
$1,200, not too shabby.
And
there it shows the item as well. It's a fine Quran that you're trying to steal.
It's a Dea book.
Wait, what?
The fucking Quran. It's not even that good.
I don't know if I should be asking Kitty why she has a Quran or asking what is it? Why the Swiss branch wants a Quran?
Well, either way, Kitty's
He's
about to get
Angrian.
$1,200.
He's Angrian. It's not Swiss. He is Swiss, but he's Angrian. So
That's
he's
the
all
book
about.
that Tark gave me, and then I gave it to my
Explains why
brother.
he's being so angry about it.
All I know is Switzerland wants to kill innocent lives there by attacking us for a damn book. I
No,
think the
I said
fault's on
you guys-
Switzerland.
I'm telling you, Oath, you guys are the ones that are killing your citizens and your
Oh my goodness,
peasants.
this is hilarious.
This war could
Well,
have been ended,
I
and
guess
I
we
could have
should be
gave
kidding.
you artifacts.
Can you just destroy the artifact?
Yeah, if
would
you
be-
destroy the artifact, will it end the war?
Yeah, it's a Quran. You should destroy it anyways.
Yeah, you're not supposed to really keep those because you can
Hmm.
dismantle them for higher tier.
This is a
16
cursed
for
book.
Vendetta. It's you just gotta burn them.
Yeah.
Burn knowledge.
Well, I'm glad I joined this now.
Kitty, I'll give you like 3 artifacts. I'm
No,
trying to
we're
build up my
not
sword.
surrendering, Winslow.
This is the
Yeah,
most
if
petty.
if I bribe her with real money, and I give her stuff in game, I'm pretty sure she'll surrender.
This is not a free-to-play game, damn it.
You can't pay
That's
to
why,
win.
if she doesn't have all the DLC,
I
maybe
think
I'll buy her
Kitty-
some DLC.
Kitty is gonna win this war and then destroy the artifact.
How
Do it.
exactly do you destroy artifacts, though?
I didn't want the artifact. The AI wanted the artifact. That's the difference.
My
the
brother
fact that
wanted
I
it.
didn't. Yeah, your brother.
Because it was his originally. I gave it to him, and then I don't know how Kitty ended up with it, actually.
Did
I
you
have
steal
no
it,
idea.
Kitty?
I don't know how.
Wait, is it the book that you gave me? I needed that book.
I can't hear Kitty.
Yeah.
Kitty,
Kitty,
speak,
is it
dang
the
it.
stewardship book? If it's a stewardship book, you should give it back. Because
I think it's a learning
Oh,
book.
damn it. I was muted.
I
Yeah,
know.
I
The
never
whole
heard
time
you.
I've been over here talking.
I never heard
Yeah.
you once.
learning and stewardship. I need those bonuses.
No, it's
because
it's just learning 5%.
Oh, then she can keep it, and I'll give her more artifacts. Like,
Kitty, what's the deal? We're
I-
fighting to the death, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I've already
Winslow should
mobilized.
not have jumped in. I don't know why you jumped in. You could have
Kitty,
said no.
I'm gonna make it my life's mission to make you miserable now. Okay?
No
Just
assassinations,
accept
Winslow.
it. I don't have to assassinate. I
it's
can
not
make
the
other
angrier
people do it.
way.
I have to. I'm angrier now. I'm angrier because
It's not
you're
the
wasting
angrier
my
way.
time. All my time and the rest of this campaign is all focused on Burgerman. But Kitty, out of her kiddiness, decides, oh, I'm gonna go to war and waste his time and
Winslow.
kill his
I-
citizens. Waste
Hey,
my
I
time.
was peacefully over here minding my business when all of a sudden I was attacked.
Attack
And you
for a-
decided to help the guy instead of saying, oh, no, I'm not going to join that
Did
and
you raise your
continue on
troops?
about your business.
attacking
My
for a
business-
damn
it's-
dusty
okay,
book.
It's my husband. I have to join.
My brother, actually.
He called me to war. It wasn't, hey, do you want to join this war? It's call you to war.
You didn't
was
raise your
just-
troops, though, did you? It looks like you did.
I
Yeah,
raised
he's
my
in the-
troops.
Yeah, he sieged the capital there by his boats.
Well,
And
you didn't have
I'm now-
to do that. You
I'm
could
now
join it
cap-
and not fight.
I'm now capturing all of her citizens, and I'm holding them hostage for her to end the war.
Winslow, you could have joined, not lost prestige, and then just not fight in it.
No, I had to join the war. It's Angria.
I know
my
you had
husband-
to, but
he
then you
would-
could just
he
not
would-
fight.
Yeah, but if you don't raise your levies and contribute, you still get minus prestige.
What? What are you talking about?
You get negative modifiers if you
No,
don't
you
help
don't.
out.
No, you
Yeah,
have
if you
about
don't
you
help
have
people
about
in
2
wars.
years. You have about 2 years before the AI gets angry with you and demands that you take part.
And who cares?
Fine.
He's your husband. What's gonna happen? You lose 10 happiness from him? He's got 100 with you.
Nah, it's gonna be no more bedroom time.
A small price to pay, I'm sure.
You've already cucked him. You married a matrilineal. Like, he should be killing you for that alone.
No, I didn't cuck them. He's the one that sent the marriage.
A matrilineal marriage. Oh, yeah, you sent it as him. I remember.
Yeah, see, I'm role playing. You know, I'm role playing.
Well,
and I'm just saying, if Kitty doesn't want to accept defeat, that just means she doesn't care about her citizens, her peasants, the slaves.
And keep in
the
mind,
gentlemen,
Winslow
the
has like
knights,
a
counts, the dukes, the
Yeah.
the marquess,
Keep
the
in-
archdukes.
Yeah.
keep
the
in mind,
princes,
Winslow's army is like
princess.
9,000 mercenaries, and pretty much that's it.
I can see it. It's such a waste of money. I don't know why you would spend so much on this war.
I must destroy all oppositions.
You're not gonna
and
win it,
me
though.
And Burgerman.
Is this really the angry way there, Lord Walker?
No, I'm not this
He told me.
stupid.
He told. No, you have rage. Remember when I was the
Over an
emperor?
artifact?
You-
Like a shitty artifact? You're crazy.
War over everything.
Yeah.
It's war over everything now.
Okay, this is how this war is going to end. Kitty's going to win. She's going to get 1,200 gold, and that's it.
Yeah, that artifact is only worth like 100 gold just to commission it.
And she's going to get 1,200 for winning this.
Yeah, and then I could steal it back.
Okay, just whatever. You can sell it to her. I would sell you that artifact for 1,200 bucks if that's what you want.
No, I'm just saying I could take her gold. If you get
That's
on the
crazy.
intrigue and you use kidnap, you could kidnap people and then ransom them.
And you threaten to make my life miserable now. You know,
I have
a
to.
woman
I
is
have to.
born.
You okay?
You better watch out.
See, Kitty, out of character. You're wasting my time because I want to focus all on Burger Man.
You
right
two should
now,
both be
You're
fighting
wasting your own time. You could
I'm
have
not
just
wasting
got
my
that.
own time. You distracted my whole image, my diplomatic views. Okay, I have to focus on this war for this artifact now. I have to be a good wife.
Why do you
I
have
accept-
to? Explain
I
that.
have
to
to
me.
role play, and I'm role playing a Swiss. Okay, Swiss are angry because
Well,
everyone keeps bullying them.
I tell you this, as an angry
Well-
and a role player, I
well,
would not have
here's-
done this.
Here's something to consider.
I must
You're not-
focus on Burger Man.
Yeah, you're
but I
not
can't.
Angrian.
I'm in-
Your ruler is not Angrian if you're trying to roleplay as an Angrian. You're...
It kind of makes sense now that the AI declared war, because he is an Angrian. We do declare wars a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I have
But I
to
wouldn't do
roleplay
this
the
one.
war.
I wouldn't do this. This is dumb.
You're a warmonger.
Such a petty
the only
war.
thing he's missing is adventurer and berserker. That's all he needs.
And I'm pretty proud of that guy, my brother.
Like he also needs blade master, but that's
He's
hard to
also
get.
sleep deprived, apparently, so he's clearly
I
not
didn't-
taking this through.
I told him I would watch over him, and it failed. I fell asleep while watching over him. I don't know what that event's about. It makes really no sense.
The
You
two
have
of
to
you
watch.
should be
you have to wa-
allied against Burger.
Yeah, but I already asked her for help, and she goes, "I don't want to get involved with that."
Well, Burger's a pretty tough guy. I wouldn't want to
No.
get involved alone.
Well, you're right next to me, aren't you?
Yeah, I was. I asked you for help.
Yes, and I've been looking. Well, I don't know when you asked me for help, but
It was
I
like
know
2
I've been.
sessions ago, and I've been relying on bacon and Kelmis.
Well, 2 sessions ago, I wasn't interested. It was a whole. It was,
Yeah.
I think, a whole different dang emperor and all that.
I was emperor.
Yeah.
Even when I was emperor, you didn't want to help me.
I did.
No.
You know,
I made one mistake by clicking the wrong thing
And that was with
when I was
Remark.
supposed to help with the war, and
Okay.
I didn't. I don't think I even took my guys out, or I took them out and just stood there.
Yeah, that was Remark's war, though.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think you're talking about Remark's war because my war, you didn't do anything. You stayed in your lands. You
Winslow.
didn't declare wars.
How much did you spend on those mercs?
Well, I
A
got
lot.
half. I got half from what's his name, giving Bacon gave me some money. I did a favor.
I don't
and
understand what you gained from this besides a book.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's just
crazy.
role playing. I'm just joining in the war. I'm gonna win the war. I don't care what it takes. I'm
You're not
win
going
the
to win
war.
it because they invaded my land, so now I'm involved. I was going to sit it out, but now I'm involved.
Gasp.
Yes.
Anyways, I guess we'll
Man.
settle this Thursday or whatever the plan might be, since they were asking if maybe we take Thursday off.
Yeah, they're doing St. Patrick's Day off, so it's Tuesday we next play.
All right, you have a week to
okay.
get ready, Kitty. Time to sharpen your claws.
Hey, you might still do the Neil Breen movie on Thursday if you guys want to watch.
It's so weird.
I know Fable wants to, so we're doing that at 7.
I love the only thing that gives me a headache is he literally uses the same scene and plays it over twice. Or
I
three
won't
times.
hear any criticism of Neil Breen. I won't hear it.
I'm not criticizing and saying it physically gives me a headache. It's like when I'm in the car, if I'm not in the passenger seat or the driver's seat, I get car sick and I get like a headache.
That is a criticism, and I won't
That
hear
is
it.
not criticism. That is a statement. I physically feel pain when that happens. Like if I watch a 3D, if I watch a 3D movie with crappy 3D glasses, I get a headache. I gotta watch it with some good glasses. If I don't,
Anyways,
I get a headache.
I guess we'll see you next week or whatever the plan is then.
Okay.
All right.
We'll murder you later. Oh, he left.
Could have had some free artifacts, but no.
We'll get free gold instead. For Key just a hoard. Oh.
Winslow, hush up.
Well, my Discord's muted, so no one sees you hopping in and out repeatedly.
Free. Free.
Free gold.
autograph.
Free gold.
Hey, let me go in your stream and start commenting there. That would get some
Nah.
attention.
I'm about to finish anyway.
No. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there in time.
Alright, so just to screw with Winslow, thank you everyone for tuning in. Next, it sounds like we're gonna have a week off, so I will see you then. It sounds like we'll be taking Thursday off at least. Have a good night.